Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is story about what if Sandaime sets 3 Anbu to guard him and train him for early times of Naruto Part 1. Before I start, please do support for more amazing content and comments for Part 2. Do consider to subscribe my channel and share my video to your friends and check out the description as well. Let's start the video. Kanahigaku no Sato, the village hidden in the leaves, is one of the great 5 shinobi villages of the world. The main aspect of shinobi life taught in this particular village is teamwork and to help anyone who needs it. But it is ironic that a little blonde boy with 3 whiskered birthmarks on each cheek is ignored by the majority of the civilian population, and quite a few ninja also. Night, October 10th, somewhere in Konoha. Why do these people always hunt me down and beat me on my birthday, thought a little blonde boy with 3 whisker marks on each cheek of age 6 on October 10th. Ah! There is the demon, exclaimed a man. Must get away from the crowd, thought the boy just before a chunin dropped in front of him. Thought you could run away from us after all the atrocities you committed against the village. It's a shame that we can't kill you because of the law Sandaime-sama has decreed for your protection. Well, we will have to take revenge by torturing you, said the man. Please! Just don't hurt me, the boy exclaimed just before the crowd started beating him senseless. Suffer, you demon. This is for my father that you crushed under your paw, and you should have died when the Yondaime defeated you 6 years ago, were some the exclamations of the mob as they tortured an innocent boy. Please! Don't hurt me anymore. What did I do to all of you to deserve this? You dare feign ignorance for your atrocities. You dare beg for mercy, when you didn't show an ounce of it to the many ninja who fought against you to protect Konoha, shouted a woman in the mob. During the beating, one young genin had enough of the child's begging and stabbed the boy. Just as the boy was stabbed, Anbu and the Hokage arrived on the spot. Anbu, take the whole mob to Ibiki and leave the genin to me, ordered the Hokage. You young man are hereby discharged from the ninja corps and sentenced to death for attempted murder on a citizen of Konoha. Inu, carry out the sentence 1 week from now in the village center at noon. Now take him to Anko for special treatment, declared the Sandaime Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen. It shall be my pleasure, Hokage-sama, replied Inu, and left with the genin. Oh Naruto, I am sorry for not being there for you today. Only if the ignorant villagers had listened to your father's last wish of seeing you a hero for holding the Kyuubi inside you. Only if your Shishi, Minato, had chosen someone else to bear such a burden, said the Hokage, thinking that Naruto was unconscious, but he heard everything the old Hokage said. After that he fell unconscious. Night, October 10th, Naruto's mindscape. Wasn't I in Konoha just now and Gigi saved me from the mob? Also, did I just imagine it, or did Gigi just said that my Oyaji was Minato, thought Naruto as he woke up and saw that he was in some old sewers. 2 pipes were running through the ceiling of the sewers. One was thin and glowing blue, and the other was thick and glowing red. The red pipe was also leaking corrosive water that was giving off smoke from the places where it fell onto. Hello, anybody there? A low, very growl was the reply that Naruto received. What was that growl, thought Naruto. With that thought, Naruto started walking through the sewer tunnel. After walking for some time, Naruto came upon a gate made of thick metal bars with a slip of paper on the keyhole. The slip of paper had the kanji for Seo written for it. A pair of great big red eyes with slit pupils greeted Naruto. So the jailer has finally come to meet his captive. Who are you? What do you mean by jailer and captive? Asked Naruto without fear. Surely you know who I am. After all, I have been trapped inside you since the eye you have been born. Or did no one tell you that you are the Jinchuriki of the great Kyuubi no Kitsune? The greatest of all Bija. Surely you have at least heard of me, Kit. But the Yondaime had killed you 6 years ago. A Bija can't be killed, Kit. Your Yondaime, Namake's Minato, had accepted that truth, and so he sealed me into you, his own son. So, I was not imagining things when Gigi referred to Minato as my father, thought Naruto. Yes, you were not imagining things. You are truly the Sochi of the yellow flash of Konoha, and this is your mindscape. So before you ask, I can hear your thoughts while you are in here. It's time you wake up, Kit. Your body has been healed and the Sandaime Hokage is waiting for you to wake up. How do I leave this place and wake up? Asked Naruto. You just have to will yourself to leave and awake, and it shall happen. So I just have to think of leaving and waking up. Alright, here I go, thought Naruto, and with that thought, Naruto started to leave his mindscape and wake up. Morning, October 12th, Konoha Hospital. Wake up, Naruto, you have been out cold for more than a day. Minato, I hope you can forgive me for telling Naruto everything, but he deserves to know why he is hunted and why was he chosen. A groan alerted the old Hokage that Naruto was waking up. Good, he is waking up. I must tell him as soon as he is cleared to leave the hospital by his doctor. Naruto woke up to find that his chest was covered in bandages, and that he was in a hospital gown. Well, it is nice to see that you are finally awake, Naruto. After you are cleared to leave, I must tell you some things that you have to hear in the safety of my office. Alright, Gigi, but I may have already discovered why the villagers hate me and more. The Sandaime was shocked to learn this, but he kept quiet for the moment. A doctor came and put Naruto through some tests to check his health. After ascertaining that the kid was fine, the doctor cleared him to leave the hospital. Well, Naruto, are you up for some ramen? You are hungry, right? You bet, Gigi. But I do have some questions for you after getting our ramen. Well then, let's get to Ichiraku's ramen, shall we? Once Naruto and the Sandaime reached Ichiraku's, they were greeted by a plain-looking, yet beautiful brunette girl by the name of Ayam. Hey Ayam Nichan, get me a bowl of pork ramen, 2 bowls of shrimp ramen and a bowl of miso ramen will you, ordered Naruto. Sure Naruto, just take your seat will you. What will you be having Hokage-sama? The usual I presume, asked Ayam. Hi, just get me a bowl of beef ramen please. Of course Hokage-sama. Hey dad, get a bowl each of pork, miso and beef ramen. Also whip up 2 bowls of shrimp ramen. Naruto and Hokage-sama are here, called Ayam to her father Tuchi in the kitchen. Got it, it will be ready in a jiffy, called old man Ichiraku. Afternoon, October 12th, Hokage office. After getting their meals, Naruto and the Sandaime went to the Hokage office. Anbu leave for a while, ordered the Hokage. After the Anbu left, the Sandaime did a sequence of hand seals and the room flashed red for a second then reverted to normal. Now Naruto, as I said, I have to tell you some things that have been hidden from not only you but also your generation, said Hiruzen, the Sandaime. If it is about me holding the Kyuubi no Kitsune, then thank you for trusting me with such information at such a young age. How did you find out about you being the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, asked Hiruzen in shock. When I was unconscious I went to my mindscape and there is where I met the Kyuubi. It introduced itself when I couldn't recognize it. It also told me that I was the Sochi of the Namikaze Minato, the yellow flash of Konoha and my hero the Yondaime Hawk, stated Naruto. The only question I have is who my Oka-san was? How did she look and act? What did she love to eat? What were her hobbies? In short, I would like to know more about my mother. And you have no anger directed towards your father for putting you in this place in the first place, questioned Hiruzen. Actually, I don't really have any anger directed towards my Oyaji. I actually respect him more for choosing me over other kids. Not only did he trust me with such a heavy burden but also showed that he cared about the village and the Baka villagers enough to select his own Sochi for such a life of hardship, the same he would have probably chosen if he had any choice in the matter, explained Naruto. So young yet so wise, thought Hiruzen. You are right Naruto, Minato would have chosen to take on your burden if he had a choice in the matter. I will take you to the Namikaze clan compound as it is rightfully yours. Your Shishi was the last of the Namikaze in the Konoha when he was alive. Also you are the last of the Uzumaki form your Oka-san's side. Therefore, you are the last known descendant of 2 clans, the Uzumaki being a noble clan from Yuzushiogakure no Sato and Yuzu no Kuni. Actually, the Uzumaki were known for their knowledge of seals and their expertise in kenjutsu. They also had a bloodline that allowed them to be born with greater than normal amount of chakra. It is also believed that the Uzumaki bloodline allowed the molding of chakra to produce chains out of their chakra, though I don't have any conclusive proof of that rumor. Your Oka-san had brought many of the Uzumaki clan scrolls with her after the fall of Yuzushiogakure in the Second Shinobi World War. I must advise you against revealing your heritage of being a Namikaze a secret till you are able to fight off A-ranked ninja, as many of Iwagakure no Sato would love to kill you to spite your Shishi's memory. Minato had taken care of a whole battalion of 200 IWA ninja and kunoichi during the Third Shinobi World War. Alright Gigi, I will keep my Namikaze heritage secret till I am able to protect myself from A-ranked ninja. I promise, and my nindo will be to never break a promise I make to anyone, Databayo, replied Naruto. Alright, let's get to the Namikaze estate, but let's go to the Hokage vault to get the scrolls that your Shishi and Oka-san left for you in there, shall we? Late afternoon, October 12th, Clan District of Konoha. After collecting the 2 large storage scrolls that Minato left in the Hokage vault, Naruto and Hiruzen arrived at the large and ornamental gate of the Namikaze clan compound on the outskirts of the Clan District of Konoha. There was a large and complex sealing matrix etched on a chakra-receptive metal plate on the gate. Naruto, just prick your finger and apply a drop of blood on the seal. Doing as his Gigi asked, Naruto applied a drop of blood to the seal on the gate. After a brief orange glow, the seal turned green and the gate opened without a sound. Once Naruto entered the compound, he saw a large 3-storied mansion sitting in the middle of the compound with large amounts of wilderness and lawns spread out in front of the mansion. Small animals could be seen scurrying about along with some foxes running about the compound. A big red kitsune with 5 tails approached Naruto and Hiruzen. The kitsune gave a sniff towards Naruto, and yet before it greeted Naruto in a gravely voice. Welcome Naruto-sama. I have been waiting for your return ever since Minato-sama and Kushina-sama said that after the sealing of Kyuubi-sama, you would return to claim your heritage when you are old enough to protect yourself from your parents' enemies. Minato-sama had left instructions for you to sign the Uzumaki summons contract for your personal summons. We the Foxes have been the Namikaze family summons ever since Kushina-sama had married into the Namikaze clan. Please make yourself familiar with the compound and mansion, as you weren't even a day old when you became the Jinchuriki of Kyuubi-sama. If you require anything, just call one of the foxes running about the compound. The kids love to pull pranks, so as you spend time with them, please be ready to be pranked. I would advise you to quickly learn how to channel chakra, as it will be required for accessing many of the advanced scrolls in the Namikaze library, and also some parts of the house. After you have learned to channel chakra, call Kotaru. He is a sky blue kitsune with 3 tails and also the fox who will teach you how to summon. Now make yourself comfortable, master, and have a nice day. Wait, what is your name? What will I call you if I don't know your name, stated Naruto, to which the kitsune replied, my name is Hataru Kit. With that, the kitsune ran off towards the forested area of the compound. Well, Naruto, it has been a long time since I have seen Hataru, but the sad thing is that he did not even greet me. So much for old acquaintances. Anyway, let's get to the mansion, alright? Yeah, Gigi, it will be nice to return home after only being in here when I don't even remember. With that said, Naruto ran towards the mansion, leaving the old Hokage behind, shouting for Naruto to slow down. Once Naruto arrived at the door of the mansion, he saw a seal similar to the one on the main gate of the compound. Naruto pricked his thumb and applied a drop of blood to the sealing matrix, only for it to glow orange, and then green, before Naruto heard a distinct clicking sound followed by the door swinging open on soundless hinges. The inside was spotless clean without even a single speck of dust. I guess someone has been keeping the mansion clean. Maybe it is the same person who has kept the gardens weedless and in tip-top condition. Anyway, let the exploration begin, thought Naruto. Indeed, Gaki, someone has been keeping the Namikaze clan compound in excellent condition, or that your Oyaji and Okasan were geniuses in Fuinjutsu, and had seals that maintain the compound, replied the Kyuubi. Hey, how are you talking to me, Kyuubi? I am not even in my mindscape at the moment, shouted Naruto. Relax, Gaki. When you first came to your mindscape, a connection was forged. Now I can communicate with you at any time I want to. Also, don't shout out your replies and exclamations to me, people will think you are going mad. Just think your queries and I will hear. Alright, but I have some questions for you. I may or may not answer your questions as I deem fit, Gaki, so don't try to force an answer out of me. Naruto, has the Kyuubi been contacting you just now? If so, be very careful to what it says. It will try to use you, said a concerned Hiruzen. It's alright, Gigi. Hi, the Kyuubi had just contacted me for the first time, and so I was surprised. You don't have to worry about it using me for its own gains. I will follow what my heart says in such matters. Good, it's all I can hope for, replied the Sandaime. The door opened into a large antechamber which had the stairs made of mahogany leading to the upper floors. The chamber also had the doors leading to the sitting area, containing a large sofa set spread along the back and left walls of the room, while the third had a fireplace and a beautiful showcase containing many of his family relics. The floor was covered in a rich red carpet, and the walls had beautiful carvings in them right above the sofa. Another door led towards the dining/ballroom from the antechamber. The dining/ballroom was also covered in a rich carpet, but this one was colored blue, matching Naruto's eyes, with yellow streaks in it, the same color as that of Naruto's and Minato's hair. The walls were covered in beautiful carvings and pictures. A door led to the kitchen, which had enough room for an army of chiefs to cook food for a large gathering. The dining table was large enough to sit 150 people easily. The left wing of the second floor was dedicated to the extensive library with shelves and bookcases filled with scrolls and books about a variety of subjects, most sealed with blood seals. The right wing was dedicated to the 20 or so guest rooms. The back wing of the second floor was dedicated to a dojo and practice area with complex seals carved into the walls, floor and ceiling of the room as well as the doors. A door led towards the armory, which had shelves and chests filled with storage scrolls containing the variety of weapons and armors a shinobi/kunoichi wears. The third floor had about 80 rooms excluding the master bedroom, for the clan members. A door on the right of the master bedroom was marked in orange kanji for Naruto. Naruto realized this was to be his room, and so he cautiously opened the door to see a nursery furnished for him. His cot had toads, foxes, and dragons carved into it. A chest of toys could be seen still holding the packaged baby toys. The wardrobe was filled with baby cloths and a dresser was filled with diapers, powder boxes, and other essential baby supplies. They really did love me and wanted to have me if they had gone through all that trouble for setting up my nursery. Indeed, kid, there are very few parents who don't love their kids. Those that do abuse their kids are considered as the lowest of the low among demons. Arigato, Kyuubi, I needed to hear that. Naruto didn't realize that he was crying, but Hiruzen had seen the blonde's face and saw the silent tears roll down his face. Naruto, if you have any doubt that your parents didn't love you and didn't want you, here is proof of their love for you. I remember Kushina-chan crying in happiness when she declared to me, my wife, Jiraiya-kun and Minato-kun, about her being pregnant with you. The battle-hardened kunoichi who never cried and who always considered crying as a weakness was crying in front of my eyes. It was unbelievable, and Yushishi shouted out and started to act like a baka after hearing the news. Both of them were orphans, and so they really wanted to have you to call their Sochi and begin a family with your birth. But alas, fate had other plans and they both died during the sealing. Your mother may have been alive if she didn't go out to fight the damned Kyuubi and sacrificed her life to prevent the Kyuubi from killing you and your Shishi at that time. Kushina-chan was the previous Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, the second to be exact. So she took it to be her responsibility to subdue it, and in the process lost her life. Arigato for telling me, Gigi, said Naruto, hugging the old man. It is only just that you know why you are alone without anyone in the world, thought the Sandaime. Next, Naruto went to the master bedroom to find photos of the parents. One particular one held Naruto's attention for a considerable amount of time. In the photo, his Oka-san was heavily pregnant and wearing a beautiful sakura blossom patterned kimono, while his Oyaji was standing behind the chair on which his Oka-san was sitting. His Oyaji was wearing a standard jonin outfit under his ceremonial Hokage robes and hat. He had a hand on top of his Okasan's hand on top of her belly, and both of his parents were radiating happiness. His mother was very beautiful with vibrant red hair and violet eyes. His Oyaji was a handsome man with glowing yellow hair and blue eyes full of life. Gigi, is this a photo of my parents just before I was born? Asked Naruto. Hi Naruto, this is just a week before your birth and the Kyuubi's attack. Ah Gigi, if Okasan was the previous Jinchuriki of Kyuubi, why was it able to attack Konoha? Well Naruto, after a female Jinchuriki gives birth, the seal weakens. At that time, a masked man came and took you hostage. Minato and Kushina chose to save you instead of Kushina. It was that man who unsealed the Kyuubi and had it attack Konoha. At least that is what Minato believed had happened, so it was this mysterious man in a mask that caused all this to happen. I will ask Kyuubi about the incident. I believe that it has no reason for lying to me about that incident. At most it will not answer me, declared Naruto. Hi, that is a sound course of action. Let me know what you learn. Alright Naruto-kun, said Hiruzen. Come over to my office tomorrow Naruto-kun. I will appoint 3 ANBU guards with 8-hour duty each in helping and protecting you. Ask them for anything that you may require and they will get it done, and you will not even have to leave the compound. Hiruzen said. Hi Gigi. I will be there at 7 in the morning. Naruto replied. Gigi, before you leave may I ask what happened to the ninja who tried to kill me? Well Naruto-kun, I had sentenced him to death in 1 week, but before his execution, he is being interrogated by Mitarashi Enko, a Tokubetsu Jonin and ex-apprentice of my old student and traitor Orochimaru no Densetsu no Sannin. She is extremely cruel to those who treat others differently for circumstances that are not the victim's choosing, being a victim herself. Hiruzen said. Well, is there any way to at least cancel his execution? He is just bitter about losing someone precious to him during the Kyuubi attack and is choosing me as a scapegoat. I would prefer that he lived a long life as a civilian than be executed as a punishment. Naruto stated. Alright Naruto-kun, I will see what I can do, was Hiruzen's reply. With that said, the Sandaime left for the day. Night, October 12th, Namikaze Mansion's master bedroom. Shifting through the sheaves of paper on the writing desk, Naruto uncovered a seal on one of the sheaves with the instructions to apply a drop of blood to the seal. Applying a drop of blood to the seal, Naruto waited to see what the seal did. After the usual orange glow followed by the seal becoming green, 2 letters addressed to him appeared in the midst of some smoke. The first letter was addressed as, to Naruto from Shishiyui. It read, Dear Sochi, I hope you are an A-rank nin when you are reading this, or that you are mature enough to understand that both me and Shina-chan had our fair share of powerful enemies who would like to harm/kill you for revenge. I know that you must hate me for making you the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, but I have a very good reason for my actions. I would have taken the burden if I could, but a grown man's tenketsu and chakra coils would have ruptured and the man would have died. Upon death of the man, the Kyuubi would have been freed again. The only way to make sure that the Kyuubi would have been remained sealed was for the Jinchuriki to live longer than a few seconds to a couple of minutes. A newborn child's chakra coils and tenketsu are not fully developed, and so would have not been ruptured under the stress of sealing and the introduction of Bija chakra to the chakra coils and tenketsu. I could have chosen another child, but how could I ask someone else to give up their child when I would not? So I chose to make you the Jinchuriki. Also, I have the absolute faith in you to hold the Kyuubi at bay. Your Okasan was against you becoming the sacrifice, but she also understood and accepted the reasoning behind my choice. We were both orphans and had hoped to have a big family, but alas, that was not meant to be. At the bottom of this letter are 2 blood-activated storage seals that hold the scrolls for the Hiraishin no Jutsu and the Rasengan no Jutsu. They are your rightful inheritance from me. Use them well. Signed, Namikaze Minato, Yondaime Hokage, Yellow Flash of Konoha and the proud Shishiyui of the greatest ninja to ever live, Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto. P.S. I am extremely proud to call you my Sochi Naruto-kun. Keep making me and your Okasan proud. P.S. Sochi, you may have some problems with a regular Bunshin no Jutsu just like your Okasan, so I have taken the liberty to prepare a scroll for the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu and have included it in a 3rd blood-activated storage seal at the end of this letter. I think I will check the storage seals later. Now on to the next letter, was Naruto's thought. The second letter was addressed as, to Naruto-kun from Okasan. It read, Dearest Sochi-kun, I know that you must hate both me and your Shishiyui for making you the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Kitsune, but as your Shishiyui will explain in his letter, depends on whose letter you read first, we had a very good explanation for the choice. Anyway, in this letter I have stored my and your Shishiyui's journals and also a scroll for my personally created jutsu. This letter also contains the Uzumaki heirloom sword the Yuza no Yuta and my personal sword the Shur no Kaze. There is also the scroll for the Uzumaki Kenjutsu style known as the Shur no Mai, which has both single-wield and double-wield substyles. These are your inheritance from the Uzumaki clan and me. My personal jutsu is a barrier jutsu created using the Uzumaki Hijitsu, Chakra Kasari no Jutsu. I call it Uzumaki Hijitsu, Chakra Kasari no Kekai no Jutsu. You will also find the scrolls with the Uzumaki swirl on them in the library. They are the Uzumaki clan jutsus, styles and history. Some of the scrolls are dedicated to yin and yang release techniques. They are characterized by the keywords Yintan, Yantan and Inyangtan before the jutsu names. Learn them when you are ready, they will give you an edge that very few ninja have. Now Sochi-kun, I hope that you are happy with your life and understand that both me and your Shishiyui love you and are extremely proud of you. If you are still single, I want you to find a girl who accepts you for who you are and also loves you unconditionally. If that criterion has been met, date her and then eventually marry her. Then build up a large family with a large number of grandkids for your poor deceased parents to watch over from the afterlife. Your Oka-san. Namikaze Uzumaki Kushina, the red-hot-blooded habanero. Early morning, October 13th, Hokage office. The next morning Naruto arrived at the Hokage office at 7 in the morning, only to meet 3 ANBU agents waiting for Hiruzen. One agent Naruto had seen from time to time hanging around reading an orange book while giggling like a schoolgirl. He wore an Inu mask and had white hair. Another was a man with black hair and wearing a Ryu mask. The final member was a young woman with purple hair, a sword strapped around her back and wearing a Nico mask. What is Naruto doing here at a time like this, thought Inu. Oh, it's the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. Poor kid, suffering even though he should be respected as a hero, thought Nico. I wonder if we have to keep an eye on the kid. From what I heard from Inu Taicho, he was nearly killed a few days ago. Maybe he has already communicated with the Kyuubi, and so we are being assigned to keep an eye on him. I am the only one who can suppress the Kyuubi if it tries to take control of the child. Else the only other reason for the kid to appear is because of coincidence, thought Ryu. Just then the Sandaime Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen, entered the room in a leaf shunshin no jutsu. Ah, good to see that everyone is here on time. Hi, and that directed at you, Inu, stated the Hokage, before he did some hand seals for a privacy jutsu. As the jutsu was activating, Inu had the decency to look at his feet at the jab at this usual tardiness. Anyway, I called all of you here for a very important reason. I believe all of you know about this 6-year-old child. If not, he is. I am Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto, Sochi of Namikaze Minato and Namikaze Uzumaki Kushina. I am also the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Kitsune, interrupted Naruto. Ah, Hokage-sama, how did Naruto learn about his heritage? Inu questioned. Ah, Hokage-sama, is it true that he is the Sochi of Yondaime-sama and Kushina-sama? Nico asked. I am also with Nico. I also was uninformed about his heritage. Is it true as he claims, declared Ryu. It is quite true that he is Sensei Sochi, declared Inu. I can see the similarities, and also I was informed by Hokage-sama about his heritage a long time ago. Indeed, what Kakashi-kun said is true. Naruto-kun is the Sochi of Minato-kun and Kushina-chan. I as well as my wife was present at his birth on that fateful day. Along with Anko and Kakashi posing as guards, along with a few trusted ANBU operatives. Only Kakashi, Anko, and I are alive of the witnesses. It was also declared as a S-rank secret, and so no one heard of it from Kakashi and Anko, declared the Hokage. Ah, is this why you have called us here, Hokage-sama, or is there an ulterior motive to this meeting? Questioned Ryu. You are correct in assuming that there is more that I wish to discuss with you all. I believe that all of you are aware of the situation that had presented itself a few days ago and concerned Naruto-kun. Hi, Hokage-sama, chorused the 3 ANBU operatives. Good, I have decided that each one of you shall protect Naruto-kun from now on. You have Hachi 8 hours of duty from now on. Your job is to protect Naruto-kun until he is able to protect himself. You are also to help him in anything he may need. I advise that you personally introduce yourselves to Naruto. It will be better for everyone, stated Hiruzen. Now, everyone is dismissed. Najiji, before I leave, did you cancel that Genin's execution? If not, please try to do as I have requested, Hokage-sama. Hi, Naruto-kun, I have cancelled his execution. I have also told who requested to have his execution order repealed. But I have increased his time in imprisonment with Anko-chan, stated Hiruzen. Arigato Jiji, for everything you are doing for me, stated Naruto. Don't mention it, Naruto-kun, it was my pleasure for such a great hero. Oh, before I forget, Anko-chan wishes to meet you. Meet her at the Hanabishi Dango today after 1 in the afternoon. Alright Jiji, I will meet Anko-san at Hanabishi's. Morning, October 13th, Namikaze mansion. Shortly after the Hokage allowed everyone to leave, Naruto and his newly appointed ANBU guard were sitting in the spacious sitting room of the Namikaze mansion. Well, Naruto, it is nice to finally meet you face to face. My name is Hataki Sharingan no Kakashi. I am the sole survivor of my team, the only genin team that your Shishiyui had taken. I was also an orphan from a very young age, and Sensei was like a second Shishiyui to me. I normally don't talk about my team and Sensei, but I thought you should know. Also, in my free time, I have been keeping an eye on you ever since you were kicked out of the orphanage, stated Kakashi. He was a mysterious man with his right eye covered by his Hittite, and was wearing a face mask made of black muslin cloth. He also had silver white hair. It's nice to finally meet you, Kakashi Nizen. I have seen you reading that orange book from time to time near me. I hope you don't mind me calling you Nizen. Not at all, Naruto-kun, but don't use my true name when in public. Call me by my ANBU codename. Now you don't have to worry about that, Nizen. Naruto, my name is Yuzuki Yugago. I am a Kenjutsu master in Konoha and am the second in command of Kakashi Taicho's ANBU squad. I hope that we can get along. I must say that I am in awe at your forgiving personality. How can you be so forgiving to the person that tried to kill you in cold blood? I know that, as a kunoichi, in our profession sometimes we do show mercy to our enemies. But you are not a shinobi, you are a civilian at the moment, and also that Genin committed a crime, whose punishment is death. Yugugo was a beautiful young woman with long purple hair and beautiful expressive brown eyes. Well, Yugugo-san, if you were in my position and understood why you are hated, you would have done the same. At least that is my belief. My name had been lost a long time ago. I was one of Orochimaru's Mokutan bloodline inducement test subjects when I was a child. I was also an orphan. You Naruto can call me Yamato. If you require any help while training to use the Kyuubi's chakra, you can ask me. Since I am already assigned to protect you, I can help you with my Mokutan jutsu to help you in suppressing the excess Kyuubi chakra during training. I also hope that we shall get along. Please refrain from training in the use of the Kyuubi's chakra while I am not here. Yamato never showed his face to Naruto, but he understood that Yamato was only trying to help in a way that only he could. Ariga to everyone. Now who shall take the first shift today? Asked Naruto. After some discussing, Yugugo chose to take the shift till 4 in the afternoon. After that, Kakashi asked for the shift that will end at midnight. Yamato taking the graveyard shift for the week. With that decided, Kakashi and Yamato left. Yugugo-san, Oka-san left me 2 swords. One is an Uzumaki heirloom, the Yuzu no Yuta, and the other is Oka-san's personal sword, the Shur no Kaze. She also left scrolls of the Uzumaki Kenjutsu style known Shur no Mai. Do you know about the style? If so, will you help me learn the style? I want to become the best ninja as my parents hoped I would become. I will be the most famous and powerful Hokage there has been till date. Databale. One question at a time, Naruto. To answer your questions, I not only know about the style, I have seen it in action. Your Oka-san was a Kenjutsu legend and I had the good fortune to meet and also train under her when I started to learn Kenjutsu. It will be my pleasure to teach you the basics of Kenjutsu, but you will have to learn the style on your own. I can only fix some of the stances, if you are doing them wrong, declared Yugugo. Ariga to Yugugo-san, let's get to the master bedroom where the swords and the Kenjutsu scrolls are. With that said, Naruto led Yugugo to the master bedroom. Once there, Naruto opened his Oka-san's letter and applied the blood required to release the storage seals containing the Kenjutsu scrolls and the 2 swords. The Yuzu no Yuta was an Injato. The blade was about 35 cm long with seals carved into the blade of the sword. The tsuba was in the shape of a whirlpool and the handle was covered in a hand grip made of animal furs and silk, with beautiful embroidery of the Uzumaki clan crest, the Uzumaki swirl, adorning it. The kanji for Yuzu and Yuta were also embroidered in white on the black silk. The saya of the sword was made of teak wood with seals carved into it. The sheath was colored wine red and had music notes decorating the areas where seals were not present. The Shur no Kaze was a katana. The blade was about 54 cm long with seals carved into the blade. The tsuba was in the shape of wavy blades, as if the tsuba was made of wind blades. The handle was covered in a hand grip made of tough yet pliable leather with the Uzumaki swirl adorning the bottom of the handle, while the kanji for Shur and Kaze were engraved in the red leather in gold color. The saya was made of mahogany wood with seals carved into it. The sheath was colored sky blue and had clouds and ripple-like patterns adorning the areas where there were no seals. These are truly beautiful works of art, was Yugugo's first comment when she saw the swords. Well, Naruto, allow me to gift you a sword, probably a simple wakizashi because of your youth, to practice until you are ready to use such beauties. Gomen, if you think that I am underestimating you, but I wouldn't use such legendary swords till I am ready to wield their power. The seals carved on the blade allows for a variety of effects. Each seal except the reinforcement and repair seals performs a different action, such as forming a Fuga no Jutsu by channeling Futon chakra into the appropriate seal carved into Shur no Kaze. I had seen your Oka-san using the technique. Ariga to Yugugo-san for telling me about that, expressed a happy and awed Naruto. Tomorrow, I will start your Kenjutsu training during my shift. Anyway, let's see the Kenjutsu style stated in the scrolls, shall we? We have some time before you have to go to Hanabushi's to meet Enko-chan. She is a friend of mine, so we will have no problem recognizing her. I also advise you to start learning the art of Fuinjutsu. It shall be required to understand the different seals carved into the swords. The rest of the morning was spent reading the scrolls and then Yugugo teaching Naruto the basics of chakra and its manipulation. Early afternoon, October 13th, near Hanabishi Dango. There is the shop, Naruto. We shall find Enko-chan here. She is here every day as she loves dangos as much as you love ramen, said the Yugugo. Arigato Niko-chan, it really was easy to find the shop. I have never been to this part of the village, declared Naruto. The pleasure is all mine, Naruto. You don't have to thank me for it. Anyway, I have also been ordered to help you in any way I can, and that is what I will do. It's also the right thing to do. Upon entering the shop, the duo saw that the place was practically deserted. The only people present were the shop owner, Hanabishi Retsu, her son Hanabishi Hamera, and a purple-haired kunoichi. The kunoichi was dressed in a revealing fishnet armor, a standard Konoha Jonin flak jacket, and had her hair tied up in a ponytail. Arriving at the kunoichi's table, Naruto said, "Ne, you must be Mitarashi-san." Gigi told me that you requested to meet me here today. If you are Uzumaki Naruto, then that is true, but who is this Gigi that you are referring to? Anko questioned. No, when I say Gigi, I mean the Hokage, was Naruto's cheeky reply. Well, you have guts, kid, I will give you that. To call the shinobi on Kami Gigi requires great courage. Anyway, what did you want to meet me for? Oh, I will say that after we reach your home. Hokage-sama told me that you are privy to some of the village's S-rank secrets that concern you. So it will be easier to talk at your place. Ohio Yu-chan, so you are one of the 3 assigned to protect and help him in any way you can, Hi, but how did you know about that? Nico questioned. Hokage-sama had told me about it last night when he came and cancelled that Gaki's execution but increased his term of imprisonment, under my tender care. Kid, why would you request such leniency for an attempted murder on you, in cold blood I might add? Anko-san, that will have to be told at my home. Now if no one minds, I will be going to Ichiraku's to get my daily dose of ramen. With that said, Naruto and Yugogo got up and left, after telling Anko where his home is and asking her to come by any day in the evening. He is so cheerful, but his eyes showed the loneliness and sadness he has. His eyes are very similar to my own. He was wearing a mask to hide his true self. I must visit him today. With that thought, Anko paid for her dango and left to complete her shift at the TNI division of ANBU. Evening, October 13th, Namikaze estate. The Namikaze clan compound. I still remember coming here under orders from Yandame-sama to act as one of the guards when Kushina-sama was in labor. I wish that I had been more useful at the time. Then maybe the masked man would not have been able to take Naruto hostage, and then release the QB form Kushina-sama and have it attack Konoha. Then Naruto wouldn't have to suffer like this. Deep in her thoughts, she arrived at the gates of the Namikaze clan compound. Once there, Anko rang the bell to let Naruto know that she was here to meet him. As the bell rang throughout the Namikaze mansion, Kakashi went into high alert mode. Both Yugogo and Naruto had neglected to mention that Anko may come by, so he was surprised when he saw that Anko was waiting outside the compound gate. What is Anko-san doing here? I didn't know that she would come here? Didn't Naruto along with Yugogo went to meet her at Hanabishi's? Deep in thought, Kakashi didn't see that Naruto had sneaked up behind him. Kakashi Nizen, it seems Anko-san is here to talk, where it is more secure to talk about me. Kakashi jumped, and then realized that he was so deep in thought that he was caught unawares of his surrounding as Naruto had been able to sneak up on him. Had it been on a high-profile mission, he would have definitely been killed before he could think what the aren't you going to let her in? It is safer that you go instead of me in case she is not who she looks like. Hi Naruto-kun, it is safer that I go. You keep doing what you want to do till I return with her. Shall I show her to the sitting room? Hi, it will be really great, Databeo. Anko had been waiting for Naruto to come and let her in. Imagine her surprise when ANBU Taicho Inu was the person who greeted her with some standard questions used for identification in the ANBU Corps. After being satisfied with the answers, Inu led Anko through the compound grounds and towards the front entrance of the mansion. After entering the mansion, he led Anko to the sitting room. Upon entering the sitting room, Anko was greeted by the sight Naruto reading a scroll. As Anko and Kakashi entered the room, Naruto kept aside the scroll and greeted Anko. Anko-san, it is nice to see that you accepted my offer to talk here. So make yourself at home, and we can begin to shift through your well-thought-out list of questions, Databeo. Hi Naruto, let us begin your interrogation. So may I have the answer to the question I posed to you at the shop, why you asked for leniency for the Gaki that tried to kill you? Hi, Gigi told me that you are treated differently as you were the apprentice of Gigi's traitorous student Orochimaru no Densetsu no Sannin. So you should know that people are ignorant, and want to take out their frustrations on the so-called scapegoats. They make the scapegoats and treat them differently, because of their hurts that they want to return to those that caused them in the first place. Who's better than those that are somehow related to the cause of their hurts? So I believe that you can see why I asked for leniency for the poor kid. He may be an orphan like me, so I can at least sympathize with him. I may have turned out like him and tried to kill myself if the furball didn't make understand that doing so would only release it to do as it pleases. The furball did that without even understanding that it told me that as long as I live, it will suffer for being imprisoned. So do you see why I did what I did? Hi, that is all I need to know. I don't know whether you know or not, but I was ordered by your Shishiyui to keep an eye on you. I have done it the best I can. I have also seen that Inu here has kept an eye on you too. I know that he was Yandame-sama's student, so I think that he did it in the memory of your Shishiyui. You are right in assuming that to be my reason for keeping an eye on Naruto-kun here, Anko. Anyway, what I really wanted to tell you is that if you require any help in training and learning about different poisons, you can always come to me. Your Oka-san was always kind to me and had even stood up for me when I was being bullied at due to my sensei's betrayal. It is the only way I can think of repaying her, without breaking the law set by Sandaime-sama. Arigato Anko-san, I will take you up in that offer. I want to become a great ninja and make my parents proud. So you will find me a very good student, Databeo. Arigato Naruto, you will find me at Hanabishi's every day from 1 to 2 p.m., if I am not otherwise occupied. Anko-san, I will meet you when I have time after all of my lessons with Yugogo-san, Kakashi and Ryu-san. so I may not be free for some time. Well, when you are free, just ask me. I must be going now, I have an interrogation session in the morning. Sayonara Naruto and Kakashi-senpai. After Anko left, Kakashi asked, how is the meditation exercise coming along, Naruto? Kakashi and I can feel the flow of chakra in my body already, not can't seem to direct it yet. I will get it down by the end of the week though, Databeo. That's really good, Naruto-kun. Keep it up, and you will become a great shinobi in no time. Now since it is late, go to bed. You have a busy day tomorrow. Sure, Kakashi and I. With that said, Naruto retreated into the master bedroom and went to sleep. Morning, November 10th, Namikaze Training Grounds. The shout of Tajikage Bunshin no Jutsu rang throughout the Namikaze Training Grounds. A large cloud of smoke filled the training grounds. When the smoke cleared, over 100 Narutos could be seen after many failed attempts. Naruto had mastered the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu just a few hours ago. After resting up a bit, he tried and mastered the Tajikage Bunshin no Jutsu on the first try. Great job, Naruto-kun. You have mastered the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu and Tajikage Bunshin no Jutsu. These are really advanced jutsu. Now we can use the Kage Bunshin training method, praised Kakashi. Nay, you are right, let's see. All right, a third of you read up on Fuinjutsu theory and practice calligraphy. Another third practice tree walking, while the remaining practice water walking at the onsen. Hi! Boss, was the shout of acknowledgement from the Kage Bunshins. Kakashi and I, aren't we supposed to meet Gigi today in an hour to report my progress in training? Hi Naruto-kun, let's get some breakfast before we go meet Hokage-sama, replied Kakashi. Late morning, November 10th, Hokage office. Hiruzen was contemplating how Minato used to do the paperwork without complaining. What was your secret, Minato? Why couldn't you at least tell me how you handled the paperwork without complaining? A knock on the office door broke Hiruzen out of his musings. Enter. Upon hearing that command, the door of the office was flung open, followed by the entry of Kakashi and Naruto. Naruto-kun, how are you doing? Just wait a minute, let me call Yamato, Yugogo and Anko here. Using the intercom, he asked his secretary to send word to Yamato, Yugogo and Anko. After waiting about 5 minutes, the three made their appearance in the office. Now that everyone is here, give me the report. How is Naruto's training coming along? Kakashi was the first to respond. Hokage-sama, Naruto-kun is a natural to the ninja arts. He has already mastered the leaf sticking and leaf floating academy exercises, and as we speak, he has Kage Bunshin working on tree walking and water walking exercises along with his Fuinjutsu study. His Kawarimi no Jutsu and Henji no Jutsu are acceptable for high genin standard, and his chakra control will reach that level very soon. So how many Kage Bunshin have you dedicated to Fuinjutsu study and chakra control exercises, Naruto-kun? Questioned Hiruzen. Nijiji, I would say about 150 Kage Bunshin, give or take a few. 1/3 dedicated to each. 150, even I could only create about 50 Kage Bunshin. Is that the amount you can safely create without tiring yourself out? Nah, I don't know yet. I only mastered the technique this morning, and then after an hour of rest, I tried and mastered the Tajikage Bunshin no Jutsu about an hour ago. Please let me know the limit next time, Naruto-kun. Now Yugogo-chan, your report. Hokage-sama, Naruto-kun here is a prodigy in Kenjutsu just like his Ka-san. He has already learned the basics of the Shurinomai, and also the basics of the standard Anbu Kenjutsu style. I believe that by the time Naruto-kun passes the academy, he should be termed as a high jonin in Kenjutsu. The only problem will be his inexperience of real-life situations. Arigato Yugogo-chan. Anko-chan report. Hokage-sama, Naruto-kun here is quite good in creating, using and analyzing poisons. His stealth is high jonin level when he doesn't want to be found, but at other times it is worse than some civilians. I plan to beat that out of him though. Good Anko-chan. Yamato-kun, your report. Hokage-sama, Naruto has been able to access about 2 tails of the Kyuubi's chakra without losing himself. At the 3rd tail, Naruto exhibits a more feral disposition to opponents, in this case to the practice dummies. We have not accessed the 4th tail during training yet. It is better that Naruto masters the 3rd tail before moving on to the 4th tail. I believe that he will have full access to the Kyuubi's chakra by the time he turns 15, maybe 16. Hi, that is good news. Well, who has been training Naruto-kun in taijutsu? If no one is at the moment, I can have Gai-kun train him in taijutsu. At that, everyone present, except for Naruto, became pale. Kakashi declared, with all due respect, Hokage-sama, if you assign Gai, I will take Naruto and become a missing nin. We don't need Naruto running about in green spandex and bowl-cut hair, yelling about youth. Now that you mention it, it is better that someone else trains him in taijutsu. But who? Nijiji, why not let me develop my own taijutsu style? I will require 2 different ones anyway. One for normal use and the other for Jinchuriki mode. That is a sound idea, you do that. Just learn Anbu taijutsu style then. Since Kakashi-kun, Yugogo-chan and Yamato-kun are all from Anbu, it will be quite easy. Anko-chan here is also a taijutsu user, so you can also learn from her. Hi Gigi, I will do that, Naruto answered. Naruto-kun, have you signed the Uzumaki summoning contract yet? And have you learned how to summon Kitsune yet? Oh, I had completely forgotten about that. I don't even know what the Uzumaki summons are. No one alive has ever seen an Uzumaki summon. I believe that it is the Phoenix summoning contract. Phoenixes, wow, that is so cool. I will sign the contract tomorrow at dawn and earn to summon both Kitsune and Phoenixes. You mind if I am there to see you sign the summoning contract? I can teach you how to summon as I hold the monkey summons. Najiji, you don't even have to ask. You can come anytime you want. Arigato Naruto-kun. Now all of you can leave so that I can do the paperwork as quickly as I can. Najiji? Why don't you use Kage Bunshin for doing the paperwork? Minato, your Sochi is a genius. Arigato Naruto-kun, you have solved a great secret to defeating Akage's greatest enemy, paperwork. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. 3 Kage Bunshin of Hiruzen appeared and started doing the paperwork. Don't mention it, Gigi. But are you saying that it never occurred to you that Kage Bunshin can be used to do paperwork? I mean that it should be obvious. After all, the memories of each Bunshin are returned to the caster of the Jutsu. No, Naruto-kun, for some reason it never occurred to either me or my predecessors that Kage Bunshin no Jutsu can be used for such a purpose, even after using it for recon and infiltration missions. Anyway, let my Kage Bunshin work and deal with anything that requires my attention, while I go and spend some time with you. How does that sound? It sounds great, Gigi. Let's go. What are we going for? Afternoon, November 10th, outside the Hokage office. As Naruto, Kakashi and Hiruzen left the latter's office, they came across a peculiar sight. A man in bowl-cut hair and green spandex was running about on his hands, and behind him a kid with large bushy eyebrows was following him. The kid was shouting about becoming a ninja with just taijutsu. The kid couldn't have been any older than 8, the age of a fresh academy student. Now who were those people? That Naruto-kun was Maido Guy, Konoha's green beast. He is Konoha's taijutsu expert, and creator of the Goken taijutsu style. The kid looked like an academy student. Maybe Gaikun took him on for the kid's wish to become a ninja who specializes in taijutsu. If I am not mistaken, his name is Rock Lee and he can't mold chakra. Let's increase our pace, Lee. We shall show Konoha how youthful we are, shouted Guy. That confirms my suspicions, the kid is Lee Kun. Now off we go, declared Hiruzen. Afternoon, November 10th, outskirts of the clan district. As Naruto, Kakashi and Hiruzen were passing by a deserted training field, they heard the sounds of an explosion along with the sound of a young boy being injured. Now what was that? Should we check and see what happened? Naruto asked concerned. Hi Naruto-kun, it is better if we check what happened, Hiruzen replied. Upon entering the training field, the trio was greeted by the sight of a young boy with black eyes and hair covered by burns. The kid's shirt had the Uchiha clan crest and was also burned at places. The place where the kid was lying was also scorched. Now what happened here? It seems that someone used an explosive tag on the poor kid. No, Naruto-kun, it seems the poor kid was trying to use some kind of fire jutsu. As he is from the Uchiha clan, he was probably trying to use the Katon, Gokaki no Jutsu. Najiji, how about we take him to the compound? Yuami-chan can heal him up in no time. Maybe I can even become friends with him. Alright Naruto-kun. Kakashi, carry the Uchiha please, ordered the Hokage. Few minutes later the trio along with the unconscious Uchiha entered the Namikaze clan compound. Upon entering the clearing before the mansion, Naruto shouted, Yuami-chan, we have an injured kid here who needs help. A white kitsune with 2 tails appeared. Kakashi set him down carefully and get back. Kakashi did as he was told. Yuami immediately went to work in healing the Uchiha. After 5 minutes of waiting, Yuami was finally done. He shall wake up in about half an hour. When he does, give him some water and tell him to rest for the day. By tomorrow he shall be fine, if he rests for the rest of the day, stated Yuami, and then she left. Half an hour later, the Uchiha started to stir. He woke up in a strange bedroom. The walls had the waves carved into the wooden walls, and around the waves were the kanji for wind. As the kid was just getting back his bearings, the door to the room opened. Through the open door, Hiruzen entered along with Naruto carrying a glass of ice water. Where am I? How did I get here? What happened to me? You're at the Namikaze clan compound. Naruto-kun asked for you to be brought here when we found you injured in a deserted training field. What were you thinking, child? Trying to use fire jutsu without supervision. It was extremely foolish. Gomen, I just wanted my Shishiui to be proud of me, as he is proud of Itachi Nizan. So, I was training secretly and trying to learn Katon, Gokaki no Jutsu. Anyway, who are you both? And I thought the last Namikaze was Yandame-sama. So you are young Sasuke-kun. Itachi-kun only has good things to say about you. As answer to your queries, I am Sarutobi Hiruzen, Kami no Shinobi and the Sandaime Hokage of Konohagakure no Sato. I will let you to get acquainted with each other later. Now the answer to your second question is an S-rank secret, and so can't be repeated without my or Naruto-kun's permission, alright? Hi Hokage-sama, I will not repeat what you say to me in a moment. Good, now listen closely. Namikaze Minato had married Uzumaki Kushina, that is widely known. What is not common knowledge is that he had a Sochi, and Naruto-kun is that child. Due to Minato and Kushina's enemies, I decided to make Naruto-kun's heritage a secret, even from most of the council. Your Shishiui knows along with Hyuga Hayashi and Nara Shikaku. That was done to protect him. He didn't even know about his heritage till last month. Well, drink the water, then you are free to rest here for the night. Naruto-kun would not mind, would you? No, Gigi, in fact I would love it. There you have it, and don't worry about your family worrying. I have sent a message to your Shishiyui and Okasan that you may stay over at the Namikaze compound. I am waiting for their reply. Arigato Hokage-sama, Uzumaki-san for helping me and having me stay over tonight. I am extremely tired for some reason. Nah, that is because Yuami-chan had used a special Iriajitsu to heal you. The Iriajitsu doesn't have a name, but it leaves the person extremely tired. Why don't you sleep now, Sasuke-san? Right, I will call you in the evening. We can spend some time together, and then have dinner before going to sleep, Naruto said. Hi, my name is Uchiha Sasuke. That is also a sound idea, Uzumaki-san. I would like that very much, replied Sasuke before falling asleep. In the corridor an Anbu appeared led by Kakashi. Hokage-sama, Shishiyui and Ka-san were delighted that my auto was found by you, Kakashi-senpai and Naruto-san. We were surprised that he was found injured. Shishiyui is proud that Auto was trying so hard. We also thank you, Naruto-san, for calling your family summons healer to heal my Auto. Shishiyui has asked if you would allow my Auto to train with you here, where he will be under supervision of the Anbu guarding you, asked Uchiha Itachi. Arigato Itachi-kun, Naruto, I will be in the sitting room reading. Hi Gigi. Ne Itachi-san, it will be no problem. In fact, I would be delighted to have a sparring partner and a possible future rival and friend. Arigato Naruto-kun, please take care of my Auto. I love him very much and hate to see him hurt. Now you don't have to worry about that, Itachi-san. I will always protect my friends, even if they don't need to be protected. Arigato, I must be leaving now. My break is almost over. I have a mission with my squad in Anbu today. Sayonara Naruto-kun, and I believe that you are a hero for keeping the Kyuubi at bay. A word of advice, my Auto hates secrets. It will be better if he hears about your condition from your mouth instead of someone else's. I will keep that in mind, Itachi-san. Sayonara. Evening, November 10th, Namikaze Mansion. A pair of eyes opened to reveal black irises. At first the eyes showed the confusion of the owner. After some time realization set in. Right, I was injured while trying to earn Katan Gokakyu no Jutsu when Uzumaki-san and Hokage-sama found me and brought me to the Namikaze clan compound. Someone by the name of Uemi-san had healed me. If I remember correctly, Hokage-sama said that he had informed Shishiyui and Ka-chan about my mishap and that I will stay here for the night. I hope I am not a bother to Uzumaki-san. If I am not mistaken, he is also the last Namikaze. It is good that you are awake, Sasuke-san. Let's head down to the sitting room and we can talk for some time till Yugogo-chan returns home with sushi, barbecue and my personal favorite Ichiraku ramen. Also, Itachi-san came by and told that your Ka-san and Oyaji were quite delighted that you were found by us instead of someone else. He also said that your Oyaji is proud of you for trying so hard. Your Oyaji has asked me to allow you to train with me here. I was going to offer the chance. You seem to work as hard as I do to reach our separate goals. So do you accept my offer? I am also wondering if you would like to be my friend? Naruto badgered the kid. Slow down, Uzumaki-sama. I would like to train with you and at the same time be your friend. Just don't call me using honorifics. Then you call me as Naruto. None of that, Uzumaki-sama. Sasuke. Alright Naruto, but can you please explain why there are so many of you reading scrolls or practicing calligraphy in the dining room? I didn't think that the Bunshin no Jutsu could be used in for such things, queried Sasuke. Normally it can't be used for such things. These are created using the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. It creates solid clones whose memories are transferred to the caster when they are dispelled. It is an B-rank kenjutsu used by Jonin with large chakra reserves. So for some reason you have very large chakra reserves. That can come very handy in fights. Enemies will underestimate you for your age, but you will use the surprise factor in casting high-ranked jutsu to take the threat out. I hope I am on your team when we graduate the Ninja Academy. Let's get to the sitting room. I have another secret to tell you. You are my first friend, so you deserve to know. Upon entering the sitting room, Sasuke was in awe at the sheer size and splendor of the room. This is very beautiful. The carvings in the walls are magnificent, and the mantelpiece is just without any description. You have a very beautiful home, Naruto. Arigato Sasuke. That is what I also thought when I first laid eyes on the mansion, grounds and different rooms in the mansion. Now let's have a seat and I will tell you about another S-rank secret pertaining to me. Hi Naruto, you can continue now. I am quite comfortable, said Sasuke after sitting down. Now what do you know about the Bijou and in particular the Kyuubi no Kitsune? I know that the Bijou are giant beasts made entirely of sentient chakra, the number of tails signifying the strength and maximum chakra content of the beast. The Bijou are said to be immortal and have nearly infinite amount of chakra. They can only be defeated by sealing them in humans. Those humans are called Jinriki or something. About the Kyuubi, the only thing that I know is that it had attacked Konoha 6 years ago on October 10th. It was defeated by Yandame-sama at the cost of his own life. Now that I think about it, your Shishiyui is said to have killed it. That can't be possible. He is said to have been the best Fuinjutsu master in the world, so he must have sealed it in someone, but who? After saying this, Sasuke looked up and realization hit him like a ton of bricks. Your whisker marks, they look like kitsune whiskers and you are universally hated by most of the village, so it must be sealed into you. Am I right, Naruto? Hi, you are right. I am surprised that you figured it out and that you know that much about the bijus. Konoha was the first to gather the bijus in the first place. The Senju Hashirama-sama and Uchiha Madara were people said to have been able to control free bijus. If I am not mistaken, Madara had used the unsealed Kyuubi in his legendary battle with Hashirama-sama at the Valley of End. The Mangekyo Sharingan, an evolved form of the Sharingan, is said to be able to control bija. We know that Mokuton Jutsu can suppress Biju Chakra. Hashirama-sama had used it at the Valley of End. All of this is archived in the Uchiha clan library. Arigato for sharing your knowledge, Sasuke. May I ask what your views to being a Jinriki? The term is Jinchuriki, Sasuke. How, you may ask? Being a Jinchuriki is real troublesome. Somewhere in Konoha, a kid and his father sneezed at the same time. Someone is thinking about me, but who? The beast always tries to take control of you when you are using its chakra. It insults you and is a general nuisance. But the pros overrides the cons. I have gained larger than normal amount of chakra and will have practically limitless chakra when I can control all of the beast's chakra. I also have a very high healing rate. I can heal most minor wounds in a few hours to a day, and most of all, I can never have severe chakra exhaustion. While using the beast's chakra, I am faster, more resilient to attacks, and immune to genjutsu. The major downside is that I may never be able to use genjutsu and iryujutsu. A plus is that I would be able to use sealing methods that require a large amount of chakra myself instead of in squads. Well, that about sums it up. Why is it that you may never be able to use iryujutsu and genjutsu? First, the chakra control required for both may be beyond me. Second, Biju chakra is toxic to normal people, so using iryujutsu is counterproductive. Minute amounts of Biju chakra is always flowing through a Jinchuriki's chakra coils, so you can deduce why it is dangerous. But there must be some way to filter out or purify the Biju chakra in your chakra coils. Maybe a purification seal, like the one in the Uchiha clan water purification plant. There has got to be a way. I will stand by you, Naruto. We will find a way together. Friends till the end, alright? You bet, Sasuke. Just then Naruto fell down clutching his head. Hey Naruto, you alright? What can I do? Shall I call someone? Say something, Sasuke panicked, thinking that something had happened to his new friend. It seems that Naruto-kun has found out the second reason why Kage Bunshin no Jutsu is a kinjutsu. All of his Kage Bunshins have dispelled at the same time, and the memory overload is giving him a headache. He will be fine in a few moments. Sasuke turned to see Hiruzen standing with an Anbu with a Nico mask. Ohio Hokage-sama. Nico-san, are you sure about that? I hope that is the case and not the Kyuubi harming him. So he told you about that, did he? I am sure about the reason for his headache. No need to worry. After groaning in pain for a few minutes more, Naruto finally sat up. Now I am never allowing so many Kage Bunshin to dispel at the same time. That was horrible. On the other hand, I have a rudimentary grasp in the concepts of the art of Fuinjutsu. I can make storage seals and exploding tags now. Oh Gigi, you are finally here. Now we can have our dinner together. Let's get to the dining room. Then to bed. I have the Uzumaki summoning contract to sign tomorrow morning, November 11th, Namake's estate. Najiji, how am I supposed to sign this thing? You have to sign your name in blood, Naruto-kun. Just prick your finger and sign the contract. After signing the contract, Naruto went through the required hand seals and channeled as much chakra he could. He even used some of the Kyuubi's chakra. With a shout of Kuchios no Jutsu, Naruto slammed his hands on the ground. An intricate summoning array spread from his hands, followed by a man-sized smoke cloud. When the smoke cleared, everyone could see an exotic-looking bird with beautiful red and gold plumage. My name is Akane, the Phoenix Sage. Who summoned me? No, Akane-san. I am Namake's Uzumaki Naruto. I was the one who summoned you. I am probably the last of the Uzumaki and am the last of the Namakes. I am also the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Kitsune, like my Ka-san before me. I had used a bit of Biju chakra when summoning you. How old are you, chick? I sensed the small amount of Biju chakra used in summoning me. To be frank, the amount of chakra you possess is very high. How long have you been training to control the Kyuubi's chakra, chick? I became 6 last month. It had been since then that I have been training to control the Kyuubi's chakra. You have great potential, chick. When you turn 12, summon me again and I will start your senjutsu training. I know that you have a family summons contract like the Uchiha. Can you summon one, please? Hi, Kuchios no Jutsu. After the brief cloud of smoke cleared, a blue two-tailed kitsune stood in front of everyone. So what is your name? I am Aoi Naruto-sama. It is nice to meet you. Will I be your familiar? Don't know Aoi-chan, but you are young like me, so we may be partners. Anyway, Aoi-chan, this is Akane-chan. She is the Phoenix Sage. Oh, Kamiya Sage, please let me sniff you, Akane-sama. It's nice to meet you to Aoi-chan. Hi, you may sniff me. I can sense that a monkey summoner is present along with a dog summoner. There is also a raven summoner here, though he has a family summon contract. Hiruzen stepped up and declared, I, Sarutobi Hiruzen, have the monkey summons. Enma and I have fought together for a long time now. I, Hataki Kakashi, am the bearer of the dog summoning contract. I believe that the raven summons is my family summons. I am Uchiha Sasuke. I also wish to be the bearer of the hawk summoning contract if I can find where it was kept my ancestor Uchiha Madara. Well, that has been resolved. I hope that you find the hawk summoning contract, chick. They are an ally of us the Phoenixes and a very powerful and useful summon. They have not been summoned for a long time. Arigato Akane-san, chorus Hiruzen, Kakashi and Sasuke. Chick, you said that your Ka-san was the previous Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, right? Was her name Uzumaki Kushina? Hi, that is right. How did you know? Uzumaki Hikaru was the last Yuzukage. He told my Sochi, Hiroto, that he was sending his Muzum, Kushina to Kanohigakure no Sato to become the second Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, just before the fall of Yuzushiogakure no Sato. Just before she left, Yuzu came under attack and so she were given most of the Uzumaki scrolls and the Yuzu no Yuta in a large sealing scroll. Then my Sochi was sent to accompany her to the borders of Hai no Kuni. After Hiroto returned home did we learn about the fall of Yuzu. Arigato for letting me know about that. After that Akane dismissed herself. No Aoi-chan, this is Uchiha Sasuke. He is a friend of mine and will be training with us from time to time. He was already doing fire jutsu, so I believe that he has already mastered the fire composition exercises, at least the basic one. Do you know of any kitsune who would be willing to teach him advanced fire chakra composition and manipulation? Hi Naruto-kun, I believe that my Aniki will be willing to help. His name is Akira and he is a red kitsune with 5 tails. Now let's give it a try. Kuchios no Jutsu, Akira. Upon completing the ritual, a cloud of smoke formed and from that smoke a red kitsune appeared. He was the size of a large horse and had 5 white-tipped tails. Now Akira-san, I am Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto and I summoned you after being recommended by Aoi-chan here. She said that you are a fire jutsu user, so I was wondering if you would be willing to teach my friend fire chakra composition and manipulation? Aniki, what he says is true and he is the one I told you about. Aoi said, so you are the last Namikaze and Uzumaki. Well, as my sister said, my name is Akira and I would love to help out your friend, but isn't he a little young to start katan manipulation? Akira-san, I have already mastered the leaf burning exercise and have started to practice the katan, Gokaku no Jutsu. I get it right sometimes, but at others it tends to blow up. Yesterday I had my worst backfire yet. If it wasn't for Naruto, Kakashi-san, Hokage-sama and Urami-san, I may have died. That is very impressive, but I believe that your chakra affinity is not fire. That's why katan, Gokaku no Jutsu is unstable, even after you have mastered the basic leaf burning exercise. We will start your training tomorrow at dawn. Now Naruto-san, I must ask, has Aoi-chan been a bother? She has a bad tendency to douse people in sweat unjutsu whenever she feels like it. I hope that has not been the case here. Akira said, giving Aoi a warning glare. No, that has not been the case. Also, I am a love to pull pranks, so it will be no trouble. In fact, we may end up pulling pranks on the village, though me and Tusan disapproves with her behavior. If you have no problem with her antics, then I will not scold her. I advise that you rest for today, Uchiha-san. Tomorrow is going to be like living in hell. Sayonara and take care not to cause too much trouble, Aoi. Hi Aniki, I promise to be on my best behavior. After that, Akira dismissed himself. Sasuke, what are you going to do today? You have been advised to rest, so? First, I will head home and tell my Shishiuri and Kasa the news. Since Aniki is already here to check up on me, I think I will return tomorrow at dawn. Is that alright with you? Hi, but I wish to invite you and your family for dinner tonight at 8 o'clock. How does that sound? That would be wonderful, Naruto. I hope that my parents will be free, or at least my Ka-san will. That is fine. What about you, Itachi-san? Do you think you can make it? Hi Naruto-san, I will be free this evening till 9, so it will be no problem to attend your dinner invitation. It will be wonderful if all of you can attend Databayo. Gigi, will you be able to attend the dinner also? No, Naruto-kun. I promised my grandson Konohamaru that I will have dinner with him. His Tusan and Ka-san died together on a mission last month. Asuma is leaving at noon to join the 12 Guardian Ninja. So he will be all alone at the mansion with only Ebisu-kun if I don't spend time with him. Now why don't you bring him here with you? Who is better than me in understanding his pain? I believe that we will get along quite well. He will also have the kids to play with. I believe that Kei-kun would love to run about with him. Naruto-san, are you sure that letting Konohamaru know about your heritage is alright at the moment? If I am not mistaken, he is only 3 years old. Itachi asked. I'm with Itachi-kun, Naruto-kun. Konohamaru-kun is only 3 and would not understand the importance of hiding your heritage till you are strong enough. Hiruzen said. I never said that he has to know that I am Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto. I am going to introduce myself as Uzumaki Naruto. That should suffice till he is old enough to understand the importance behind hiding my true heritage. I won't even lie, as I am also the last Uzumaki. Naruto declared. That is alright, but Ebisu shall come, as it is his duty to take care of Konohamaru. I hope that is no problem. Sasuke, before you leave, be prepared to stay over tonight, since you start training at dawn. I will think about it, Naruto. Arigato for the offer. With that said, Sasuke, Itachi, Hiruzen and Hiruzen's Anbu guard left. Making the appropriate hand signs, Naruto said Tajukage Bunshin no Jutsu. A large burst of smoke appeared in the training field. When the smoke cleared, About 300 Narutos stood in the training ground. Alright, break up into 3 groups. One group containing half of how many of you are here, and the other 2 containing half each of the remaining group. The larger group shall study Fuinjutsu, practice calligraphy and study the family history scrolls. The other 2 groups shall practice tree climbing and water walking respectively. The only difference is that you shall add leaf balancing into the equation. Now get to it while I start my daily workout routine. Hi boss. Alright guys, let's get to it. All the Kage Bunshin shouted. Morning, November 11th, Uchiha clan compound. So Aota, tell me, what do you think about Naruto-san? I see that you look at him in awe, so I think that he told you about his condition. Hi Hiruzen, he did tell me about his condition. I believe that he should be seen as a hero and not the village outcast. Even if people don't know about his heritage, he should be honored, not ostracized. I believe that most of my generation would look at him as a hero, but only those who were born into ninja clans and families will. Civilian-born ninja may or may not look at him in the same way. I know that I am honored to be considered his friend, not because of his heritage, but because of his kind heart and indomitable spirit. I can't say more than that without breaking his trust in me, Gomen. No, that is fine. I was afraid that you would have ostracized him for his condition, but it seems that I was wrong. I must ask, why didn't you identify him as his tenant? I didn't identify him as his tenant because I had studied a lot in the clan archives while researching the Sharingan. I remembered something about the bijus being sealed into newborn children, making them into Jinchuriki. I know the difference between the sealing scroll and the kunai that is sealed in the scroll. I am extremely proud of you, Sasuke-kun. This shows that you can be open-minded, unlike most of the clan. They are still caught up in that age-old practice of looking down upon everyone the clan considers weak, and therefore beneath us. If this continues, we will cease to be the clan we once were. We would be no better than the Hyuga clan. I hope that you continue to see things the same way and also look underneath the underneath when the going gets tough. Hi and I-san, I will try to keep this view of the world. If we continue as we are, we may end up destroying the clan. I will not allow it. I will be like Naruto, protecting everyone who needs it even if they don't deserve it. While saying this, Sasuke was overcome with so much conviction and passion that he subconsciously activated his Sharingan. Itachi was surprised that the Sharingan would awake without any emotional distress. Sasuke awakened his Sharingan with conviction and passion to protect. This was truly a surprise to the Uchiha prodigy. Congratulations, Aota, you have awakened your Sharingan, and that too in a way quite unheard of. I wonder if the Mangekyo can also be awakened in a similar manner. Chichiyui will be ecstatic to learn that not only is there a safer alternate way to awaken the Sharingan, but also that it was you who discovered the way. I am extremely proud to call you my Aota. You may be a diamond in the rough just like Naruto-san. Now let's hurry to Shishiyui and tell him the good news. A few moments later, the 2 Uchiha brothers entered their Shishiyui's study. Chichiyui, I have a very important thing to speak to you about. It must be done in complete privacy, and it concerns Aota here. Very well, Itachi-kun, just let me put up a privacy jutsu and seal off the study. Uchiha Fugaku did some hand seals and then channeled some chakra to a seal on his desk. You may continue now, Itachi. Hi, there has been a major development in figuring out the key to awakening the Sharingan. Just as I and Aota were returning from Naruto-san's place, I had asked Aota about his thoughts and beliefs towards Naruto-san's condition. It seems that Naruto-san had told Aota everything. More surprising was Aota's answer, which I will repeat as it is insignificant. The important thing is that after his monologue, Aota had showed conviction to protect and help others. He said that Naruto-san believes in the same ideology. While he was finishing his monologue, Aota had awakened the Sharingan. That in itself is amazing, but the truth is that his Sharingan is different in the fact that the Tomio is directed in the opposite direction. Aota, please activate your Sharingan. Hi, Itachi Nizen. With that said, Sasuke channeled some chakra into his eyes and activated his Sharingan. His irises turned blood red in color, and the single Tomio in each eye were directed in the anti-clockwise direction. That is truly interesting. What were your feelings and thoughts when you activated your Sharingan, Sasuke? Fugaku queried. I had decided that whatever happens I would protect and help everyone who needs it, be they deserving of it or not. I also decided that I would do everything in my power to prevent our clan from destroying itself as the Hyuga are doing. I also decided that I would get as strong as I can and maybe even surpass Madara so that I can help my only friend, Naruto, if he ever needs help. That is all I was thinking. The only emotion I felt at the time was unwavering conviction. The same emotion Naruto gave off when he was telling me about his dream to fulfill his parents' final wishes. I see. And did he consider my request in letting you train with him? I would be less worried if there was someone watching over you while you trained. It is also a great idea to have a sparring partner your age to spar against. It also seems that you spending time with him is having a positive impact on you. I am expecting great things from the both of you. Now you may leave, I have work to do. Hi Shishiyui, but before I leave I must inform you that Naruto has invited me, Ka-san, Aniki and Yuta dinner at his place at 8 tonight. He even invited Hokage-sama and his grandson, Konohamaru, along with Ebisu-san. I also have training at his place at dawn tomorrow, So he also invited me to stay over at his place tonight. I was wondering if you are free tonight. I know that Ka-san is free. Hi, I am free tonight at 8. It will be my pleasure to attend dinner at his place. Itachi-kun, as you leave for Anbu headquarters, please inform Naruto-san. Hi Shishiui, I shall do it as soon as I can. Sayonara. After Itachi left, Fugaku turned to Sasuke. I want you to defend Naruto-san in public if he is treated badly in front of anyone close to your age. As you know, he is Yandame-sama's Sochi. What you don't know is that his Ka-san was your Ka-san's best friend and also your godmother. Your Ka-san had accepted to become Naruto-san's godmother, but since Hokage-sama had decided to keep his heritage a secret, she was unable to be there for him. Minato was my teammate and close friend. I am actually livid at the way he is treated in the village. It is your duty as his god-brother to defend and protect him in public. I believe that you don't know, but he was nearly murdered last month on his birthday. After he recovered, he asked for leniency for the genin who tried to kill him. He is very much like Minato, and it seems that you are imbibing some of his qualities. It also seems that he trusts you, else he wouldn't have told you about the Kyuubi. Don't let his trust in you be in vain. If he is anything like Minato, he will surpass any and all who had come before him and also his peers. Don't let that discourage you though, you will be very close to his abilities if you accept his help. Both of you have the will of fire, just like Minato, Jiraiya-sama and Sandaime-sama. Become a beacon to the generations that come after you. I know that I have not been the best Shishi there can be, but you must understand that I only treated you that way because I was afraid that you would become a weakling and eventually die without the world caring, like I will die. I am extremely proud of what you are trying to achieve by yourself, just like Minato did. Just like, as I am sure, Naruto-san is doing. Don't let pride get in the way of asking for help when you require it. If you do, you will owe a debt to that you may never be able to repay. Arigato Shishiui, I will keep everything you said in mind. I am going to read in the archives since I have been ordered to rest today. Sayonara. With that said, Sasuke left towards the archives to read and ponder all that his Shishi had said. Night, November 11th, Namake's estate. As the Uchiha family was approaching the Namake's estate, they met the Hokage, his grandson's caretaker Ebisu and his Anbu guards at the gate, having just arrived. Ohio Hokage-sama, is this your grandson? Sasuke asked. Oh Sasuke-kun, nice to see you and your family on such an unofficial setting. Hi, this is Konohamaru-kun. Konohamaru-kun, why don't you introduce yourself to Sasuke-kun? It is always good to know your seniors in our line of work. He has already started to learn Katon, Gokakyu no Jutsu at such a young age. It is always good to listen to your seniors and even ask for their help in training. Remember this Konohamaru-kun and also you Sasuke-kun. We don't need a repeat of past events. Hiruzen said. Sasuke lowered his head in shame at the jab. As they were talking, Ebisu rang the bell. A few moments later, Yugago came and let them in. As they were walking to the mansion, Sasuke and Konohamaru saw that Naruto was talking with a small phoenix with scarlet and orange plumage and Aoi, the kitsune he summoned in the morning. All three were barely hiding their glee and excitement. Being intrigued, Sasuke and Konohamaru left the group and headed towards Naruto and his two summons. Ohio Nizan, is this kitsune a summon? And what type of bird is your pet? I have never seen one like that. Konohamaru asked. Hi, all the kitsune are summons, but they are my family summons. The bird is Noboru-kun, and he is a phoenix. He is in fact my familiar. This blue two-tailed kitsune is Aoi-chan. Say hello guys. Ohio kid, it is nice to meet you. Ohio Sasuke-san, I hope you have rested as Aniki advised, else I pity you. Aoi responded. Ohio, my name is Noboru. It means ascend. It is nice to meet you. Noboru greeted. Ohio, I am Sarutobi Konohamaru. It is nice to meet you all. You are Naruto, right Nizan? Gigi told me that you are someone who can understand me. He also said that you invited me here for dinner, so arigato. Konohamaru said. I plan to take the hat from Gigi and become a great Hokage. Konohamaru, then we shall be rivals. I also plan to take the hat from Gigi. Also, you don't have to thank me. I understand that Gigi is the only family you have close to you at the moment. I can understand your pain since I am also an orphan since birth. Why don't we head to the mansion and talk while walking? You will never find me caught in the post of Hokage. The paperwork is not fun. Also Naruto, I must ask, what are we going to train in tomorrow after I complete my training with Akira-san in the morning? Sasuke asked. If you are up to it, we can have a taijutsu spar. I decided to develop 2 different taijutsu styles. You know about my condition, so you can guess my reason. I want to test some taijutsu katas I have been developing using Kage Bunshin, so you are already quite far ahead in taijutsu. Are your styles depending on massacring your opponents using Kage Bunshin? Then I am not going to be your test subject and that final Naruto. I may have said that I will stand by you, but I will not be a practice dummy instead of a sparring partner. Sasuke, my first style is dependent on evasion and speed combined with trickery. I plan on calling it the Kitsuniken. It is for that special mode. The other is also based on evasion and speed, but precision, strength and blocking are also incorporated into the style. I plan on calling it Ryuken. It is a more straightforward style and is dependent on technique and finesse than instinct like the Kitsuniken. I plan on using the Ryuken on you though. It is still rudimental at best as I only started to develop the styles yesterday. Then I will have no problem, but it must be a straight taijutsu spar. No ninjutsu, genjutsu, and fuinjutsu. Now that was what I was going to say next. Naruto Nizen, Sasuke Nizen, may I be present to see your spar? I am not allowed to train yet. Gigi says that when I become 4 then I can train. Till then I want to see and learn different tactics. It's better that Ebisu-sensei teaching me about history and chakra theory. I am not even allowed to learn how to access and mold chakra. It is easy to access and mold chakra, but you must learn meditation. Meditate and feel the flow of chakra through your chakra coils. Don't try to mold it if you do feel it. Try redirecting it to different parts of your body. You are not allowed to train yet as until a person is 4 their chakra coils and tenketsu are not fully developed. I read my Kasan's notes and saw that if you only control your chakra through the coils before they are fully developed, they can be expanded without harming the person. If you do that by 4, you will have a larger amount of chakra than others your age. How about I start teaching you meditating tomorrow? Does that sound okay? I will talk to Gigi about it and tell him about my Kasan's findings. Naruto said, Sure Nizen, no I will call you boss, it is much cooler. It is cooler isn't it Sasuke? It is between the two of you, but hi it does sound cool. Entering the mansion Akage Bunshin appeared and shouted Boss, you got to see this. We found 2 hidden seals in your nursery. They are blood seals. I checked the array with Oyaji's notes. They are memory seals. They are meant to create cake Bunshin of the creator when chakra is supplied. It also stores the latest memories of the Bunshin. Then let's go check it out right now. Naruto exclaimed. The Bunshin dispelled and gave Naruto its memories. Entering his unused nursery, Naruto went to his toy chest and saw the seals carved on metal plates. He supplied the required blood and chakra to each seal. In a cloud of smoke 2 silhouettes could be seen. One had the form of a woman with long hair, while the other was that of a man with spiky hair pulled up in a ponytail. When the smoke cleared, Naruto and Sasuke were speechless and Konohamaru was wondering who they were and how did they appear out of nowhere. In front of them stood Namikaze Minato and Namikaze Uzumaki Kushina. When the 2 laid eyes on Naruto, they were surprised to see his youth. Is that you Naruto-kun? But how you weren't supposed to learn about your heritage yet? You are still too young. Please tell me nothing bad happened. As Minato questioned Naruto, Kushina could only cry at seeing her only Sochi in front of her, and with her own godson. It is a long story and I will tell you later after my guests have left. Now to the dining room. Sochi, before we leave, who are your guests and who these 2 boys are? Kushina asked. Nakasa and my guests are Gigi, Uchiha Itachi, Uchiha-sama and his wife, along with Ebisu-san, Konohamaru and Sasuke. Sasuke is my first and only friend. Konohamaru is Gigi's grandson and my unofficial apprentice from tomorrow. Anything else you want to ask Kasan? No, that alright. I can talk to you anytime you are free and I am here. Alright, grab on to me everyone. I have a Hiraishin no Jutsu beacon seal there. I will teleport us there. Minato said. After everyone grabbed onto Minato they were Hiraishin to the dining room in a yellow flash. Everyone in the dining room were speechless at seeing Minato and Kushina alive. Is that truly you Minato-kun, Kushina-chan? But how can that be? I saw both of you die and had myself presided over your funeral. Hiruzen questioned. At this, Minato stepped up. Well Sandaime-sama, we are not alive as you presume. I had made a special seal that holds our memories and adds the memories of all of our Kage Bunshin. We are in fact Kage Bunshin. Naruto-kun found the seals and activated them. The seals then create Kage Bunshin of the creator. That's how we are here. Arigato Minato-kun. It seems that you have planned ahead and created seals for everything. Hiruzen said. Minato, it is very nice to see you again, my old teammate. I must ask, will you teach me how to create the seal? I believe that it will come in handy later. We the previous clan heads become the elders of the clan. It is much easier. Uchiha Fugaku said. Of course I will, you don't have to worry. Miko-chan, it is so nice to see you. How have you been? Kushina asked. Not the way I wanted, Kuchan. I will tell you when we have more time. Mikoto said. Hi, that's fine. Now how about everyone have dinner? Kushina said. Hi, chorused everyone. After Ebisu, Konohamaru and the Uchiha except Sasuke left, Hiruzen, Kushina, Minato, Naruto, Sasuke and Yugogo sat in the sitting room. They explained the situation to Kushina and Minato till Naruto and Sasuke said that they were going to bed since they were scheduled for training at dawn. Dawn, November 12th, Namikaze's training grounds. Kuchios no Jutsu, Akira announced Naruto. In a cloud of smoke Akira appeared. Good morning Naruto-san, Sasuke-san. I hope that you are prepared for 3 hours of an extremely exhausting training, Sasuke-san. Akira said. Hi, I had rested as you advised, Akira-san. I only read Katan composition and manipulation theory. I also read the theory behind the wetwood scorching exercise. I hope what I did the right. Hi, it was good that you had read the theory behind wetwood scorching exercise. Now do you have any questions behind the theory? No, let's begin the exercise. Sasuke said. Well, Naruto-kun, let's start your Rasengan no Jutsu training, shall we? Asked Minato. Hi Oyaji, let's start. Sochi-kun, don't use Oyaji, use Tu-san. It's more polite yet informal. Kushina interrupted. Hi Ka-san, I will remember that, arigato. Naruto said, happy to have his parents with him even if they are Kage Bunshin created by memory seals. The first stage of learning the Rasengan is to be able to pop these water balloons with chakra. The goal of the exercise is that you manipulate your chakra and make it spin in multiple directions at the same time. Have you got it, Naruto? Minato explained. Hi Tu-san, I believe that I have got it, I just have to try it. And with that their training started that morning with ninjutsu. Morning, November 12th, Namikaze's training grounds. Great job Sochi-kun, you have done it, and in 3 hours too. Even Ero-sennin took over 3 months to reach that far in learning the Rasengan. Isn't that right, dear? Kushina said. Hi, Naruto-kun here is an even bigger prodigy than I was. Jiraiya-sensei will be shocked when he comes to take Naruto-kun as his next apprentice, and that is putting it lightly. Maybe he will be able to add elemental chakra to the Rasengan. Minato praised. Great job Sasuke-san, you have truly understood the theory behind the exercise. You have acceptable proficiency in the exercise to try learning the Katan, Gokakyu no Jutsu now. So we will start in Jutsu next day. Practice in your free time. Akira praised and then advised. Hi Akira-san, I will do as you have advised. Arigato for training me, Sasuke said. Approaching Naruto, Sasuke said, Naruto, let's have the taijutsu spar after some rest. I am exhausted. No, I was going to say the same thing, Sasuke. Rest then spar at full strength. After resting for half an hour, Naruto and Sasuke decided that they had rested enough. They got in position and waited for Minato, Kushina, Konohamaru, Ebisu and Hiruzen to sit down. Kakashi deciding to be the referee. As Kakashi was about to start the spar, Itachi appeared in a leaf Shunshin no Jutsu and sat down. The strict taijutsu spar between Naruto and Sasuke, begin. Kakashi declared. Naruto and Sasuke waited for the other to strike first. So Sasuke, ready to be defeated? I won't mind if you chicken out, in fact that is what I expect you to do. Your jabs won't work, Naruto. Try some other way to round me up. If you are sure, then let's just fight since mine trick won't work. Hi, that is just fine with me. Saying that, Sasuke activated his Sharingan and speed towards Naruto, intending to strike him with a quick punch aimed at Naruto's face. Naruto just calmly analyzed the situation and waited. As Sasuke neared him, he ducked and retaliated with a sweep kick trying to trip Sasuke. Sasuke had caught on to Naruto's plan due to his Sharingan and jumped to avoid the sweep kick, following it up with an airborne roundhouse kick. Naruto had expected that and rolled to his right to avoid the kick. Both Naruto and Sasuke backed up a bit and analyzed each other's stances. So that is the basic stance of Ryuken. I must say it is difficult to predict your next move from the stance. Sasuke said. You are right, but your stance is incomplete and unpredictable. Is it a style that you are creating? Naruto said. You are right, Naruto, well observed. This is the basic yet incomplete stance of the Toraiken. It is a style that I have been developing for some time. The basic stance is incomplete as I have yet to gain experience in real-life situations. After sparring with you sometimes, I may be able to complete it. With that said, Sasuke jumped towards Naruto with a kick aimed at Naruto's stomach. Naruto crossed his arms and blocked the kick, then he pushed Sasuke using the kick. Sasuke, not expecting the move and his Sharingan picking up Naruto's intentions too late, stumbled. Naruto using the moment aimed a quick and powerful kick at Sasuke's left side. Sasuke was unable to defend himself and got hit in his ribs. That was strong, I must be careful. Now Naruto, let's see you dodge the next combo. With that thought, Sasuke pumped a lot of chakra to his feet and disappeared. He appeared behind Naruto and tried to punch him in the head. Naruto's instincts caused him to turn around and just in time too. He blocked the punch but had to use his leg to block Sasuke's follow-up kick. Spinning around fast, Sasuke hit Naruto with a swift kick in the side. Naruto, being caught off guard, went flying. Sasuke did not stop there and pursued Naruto. Naruto on the other hand used his momentum and hands to flip backwards a few times and started dodging a flurry of kicks, punches and chops from Sasuke. Finding an opening, Naruto retaliated with a strong and precise punch to Sasuke's gut. Sasuke was barely able to block the punch but was caught off guard when Naruto used a sweep kick and made him trip. Naruto didn't let Sasuke recover and attacked him with a kick. Sasuke rolled out of the way and flipped himself up but got caught off guard when Naruto elbowed him from behind. Sasuke fell and Naruto took the chance and restrained Sasuke by pulling his hands back. Yield, Sasuke, there is no need to continue, Naruto said. After trying to free himself a few times, Sasuke finally relented and yielded. Winner Naruto, Kakashi declared. That was a great fight, boss, Sasuke Nizen. Konohamaru said. Your forms are truly good and you both made them yourselves. I have a very high expectation for you too. I believe that both of you in the same team when you graduate. Keep up the good work, you two. Hiruzen stated. My Hiruzen was developed for taijutsu, so I have a very good understanding of it. Your Ryuken is very promising, Naruto-kun, It will be even more effective with the Hiruzen no Jutsu than my own style. Your Toraiken is also extremely promising and will be good with the Hiruzen. You may learn the Hiruzen, but you will also have to understand extremely advanced Fuinjutsu to learn it, Sasuke. All in all, I believe that both of you will end up as the next Sannin level ninja from Konoha. I stand by Sandaime-sama's thoughts. Both of you should be in the same team. Minato said, both of your styles will be very effective against Kenjutsu users like me, but they can also be used in combos with Kenjutsu. I advise that you learn Kenjutsu, Sasuke. It will be a plus to your overall combat ability, and there are very few Kenjutsu users anyway. Only Kumogaku no Sato have a large number of Kenjutsu users, and the 7 swordsmen of the mist from Kirigaku no Sato. Now Sochi-kun, as you are already quite advanced in the Shurinomai, I want you to teach Sasuke the basics of Kenjutsu. It will reveal how well you have understood Kenjutsu. Kushina said, Hi Ka-san, I will start as soon as Sasuke gets a sword. Naruto declared, You did very well, Naruto-san. You defeated Aotu even though he was using his Sharingan. From what I saw, your style is a bit unpredictable even for my own Sharingan. I believe that you are developing a style that will be able to go up against Sharingan users and give them some problems. So keep up the good work. Aotu, your own style is very similar in unpredictability to Naruto-san's, when used with your Sharingan. After both of you have completed your styles and have some experience under your belts, both of you will be extremely difficult to defeat with only Taijutsu. I also expect that both of you will be the next Sannin level ninja of Konoha. Itachi said, I call dibs on being their Jonin sensei after they graduate. With such skill already, we will be the best rookie team that Konoha will ever produce. Kakashi stated with an evil laugh, I will see what I can do, Kakashi-kun, but that time is far into the future and can change due to unforeseen circumstances. Hiruzen said, Can we go and get something to eat? Sasuke, what do you want today? Sushi, barbecue, ramen, or something else? Naruto questioned, Let's get teriyaki chicken and bread at Akimichi's pit. Sasuke said, Alright, let's go already. Naruto declared. Hiruzen said that he had a council meeting and had to preside over it. Kushina and Minato decided to spend time at the compound since their presence would cause a disturbance. Itachi said that he just came to see the spar, and since it is his day off, Konohamaru decided to join his boss and go with Naruto and Sasuke. You are still too young, honorable grandson. You should eat home-cooked meals till you are older, Ebisu said, trying to change Konohamaru's mind. Gigi, can't you make Ebisu-sensei leave me alone? I don't need to be watched by him when I am with boss, Sasuke Nizen, and the nice Anbu-san who has been assigned to keep an eye on boss. Konohamaru said, It is no problem, Gigi. I can keep an eye on him. With Sasuke here it will be easier. Naruto said, You do know that I have the Sharingan and not the Byakugan, right? Sasuke asked. Alright, if you two have no problem with him being with you alone then, Ebisu, you can leave Konohamaru alone for the time being. Hiruzen ordered, Hi Hokage-sama. I will return to pick up Konohamaru-sama at 3. Saying that he left, noon, November 12th, somewhere in Konoha. As Naruto and his gang were walking towards the Akimichi's pit, they came upon a girl with pink hair and large forehead being bullied. The gang, not liking that, intervened. Hey, leave her alone. What has she done to you? Naruto said, Why should we, you troublemaker? Someone in the crowd asked, and then threw a stone at him. I am with Naruto, leave her alone. Sasuke said after Naruto caught the stone in reflex. You should also not throw stones at ninja and those with some ninja training. Sasuke said with some vehemence. How dare you throw a stone at boss? I will beat you up for that. Saying this, Konohamaru started for the kid. Konohamaru, violence is not always paid back with violence. I will show you how it is done. Naruto stated. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Naruto said, and formed one bunshin for each kid in the crowd. The crowd was shocked. Nearby, a blue-haired girl with pale lavender eyes was watching the scene. Hey, what is going on here? What are you doing bullying the crowd using ninjutsu? A blonde girl with light blue eyes asked. We are not bullying the crowd. We were trying to save the pink-haired girl from the bullies who Naruto is intimidating at the moment. Who are you anyway? The name is Yamanaka Ino, heir to the Yamanaka clan, and all of you are? I am Uchiha Sasuke, second Sochi of Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Mikoto. This child is Sarutobi Konohamaru, grandson of Hokage-sama. The blonde is Uzumaki Naruto, head of the noble Uzumaki clan that existed in Yuzushiogakure no Sado. It will be re-established in Konoha when he is old enough. Sasuke said, I have heard about Yuzushio and its fall. I thought the whole clan was wiped out. They were an ally of Konoha since the Shodai's time. They were known for their Fuinjutsu and Kenjutsu skills. Is he really the last member of the Uzumaki clan? Hi, and he is directly descended from Uzumaki Hikaru, the last Uzukage. In fact, he is Hikaru-san's great-grandson. Anything else I can't reveal without his or Hokage-sama's permission. His life is protected by S-class secrets. I see, so I must ask him. I also wonder if he will let me train with him sometimes. Ino mused. He may if he thinks of you as a friend. Sasuke answered. Get away from the kids, you demon brat, shouted a man. That's it, you are hereby under arrest and are to be executed by Sandaime Sama's. Kakashi trailed off when Naruto raised his hand. Making a small incision on his thumb using his teeth, Naruto went through a few hand seals followed by slamming his hand on the ground with the shout of Kuchiyose no Jutsu, no Boru. After the cloud of smoke cleared, the small phoenix with scarlet and orange plumage was seen perching on Naruto's shoulder. Time to teach, isn't it? So can I have my target Naruto-san? Noboru asked, the man who is glaring at me. Use that technique, don't kill or maim him. He doesn't need to die for his ignorance, as Hokage-sama has decreed for those who break that particular law. Naruto said, but boss, if Gigi has decreed that he must die for calling you demon, why are you letting him live? Konohamaru asked, sometimes it's best that one forgives others than take revenge. Punishment for breaking the law is required and so he shall be punished but not killed. Killing will not solve the problem. Naruto said. Go ahead, Noboru. Noboru took flight and started flying around the man extremely fast and started forming a whirlpool of winds all around the man. Then suddenly he caught fire and the whole whirlpool became a flaming one. With the cry of Katon, Hai no Yuzu no Jutsu, Noboru slowed down and went back to Naruto. Everyone just stared at the man. He was covered in light burn marks and was unconscious. Some Anbu appeared and asked Kakashi what happened. After Kakashi explained, the Anbu arrested the man and took him to the hospital, telling that Naruto did the right thing in at least punishing the man who deserved to die. Now all of you scram or be prepared to be roasted. Naruto declared. All the kids ran in any which way they could to get to safety. Arigato Noboru-kun, you may return back home. No need for thanks, I hate ignorant and arrogant people. Sayonara Naruto-kun. After that Noboru returned dismissed himself. Hey, are you okay? Sasuke asked the girl with pink hair. Hi, arigato for helping me. The pink-haired girl said. Nay, it was no trouble. As you can see, I hate bullies since most of the village bullies me for reasons you don't need to know about. I am Uzumaki Naruto. These are Uchiha Sasuke and Sarutobi Konohamaru. What is your name? Naruto asked. My name is Haruno Sakura, daughter of civilian council member Haruno Saki. Who is the girl with you? She asked. You, oh you mean her, please introduce yourself to us, miss. Naruto asked. I am Yamanaka Ino, heir to the Yamanaka clan. Nice to meet you, Uzumaki-san, Haruno-san and Sarutobi-san. I have already introduced myself to Uchiha-san. Ino said. You can come out now. I know that you are hiding behind the tree. Naruto said, looking towards an Yumi tree. From behind the tree a shy young girl with pale lavender eyes and blue hair appeared. She was blushing from embarrassment at being caught and stuttered a greeting. Hello, I didn't mean to spppyo yo you. We are not angry at you for hiding. From what we see, we can tell that you are quite shy, so don't worry. What is your name? Naruto asked. I am Hyuga Hinata, and Nnaist to Net you. The now revealed Hinata said. Well, I am Uzumaki Naruto. They are Uchiha Sasuke, Sarutobi Konohamaru, Yamanaka Ino and Haruno Sakura. All of you must have some questions after witnessing my cold behavior towards that man, so if you want you can accompany us to Akimichi's pit for lunch. After that we can head toward my home where I will explain everything. Is that all right with you all? Naruto asked. Hi Uzumaki-sama, it is just fine for me. Ino said. Hi Uzumaki-san, I have nothing better to do. Sakura said. Hi and Inaryuto-sen. Hinata said. Then let's get to Akimichi's pit. Naruto exclaimed. And the gang headed towards Akimichi's pit. Afternoon, November 12th, Akimichi's pit. As the gang entered Akimichi's pit, they spotted a fat boy stuffing his face sitting with a boy with black hair. Hey Shikamaru-san, Choji-san, I see that both of you are here enjoying lunch. Why wasn't I invited? Ino asked. It seems that you already have plans, Ino-san, as you are accompanying a group. Shikamaru declared. Yamanaka-san, who are your friends? Naruto asked. Oh silly me, the spiky-haired boy is Nara Shikamaru, the heir to the Nara clan. The boy eating is Akimichi Choji, the heir to the Akimichi clan. Guys, these are Uzumaki Naruto clan head to the remains of the Uzumaki clan of Uzushio, Uchiha Sasuke the second Sochi of Uchiha Fugaku-sama, Hinata Hyuga the heir to the Hyuga clan, Sarutobi Konohamaru the grandson of Hokage-sama and Haruno Sakura the daughter of civilian council member Haruno Saki. Along with Inu-sen and Anbu probably keeping an eye on the Uzumaki-sama. Ino said, pointing at each person present in turn. Everyone then greeted each other. So you troublesome girls joined up later, if my assumption is right. How did you meet? You never mentioned them before. Shikamaru said. Yeah, Haruno-san was being bullied and it seems the boys interfered. Uzumaki-sama had created a whole bunch of bunshin to intimidate the bullies. I thought that he was bullying the bullies and so mad my presence known when Uchiha-san corrected my mistake. When a man called Uzumaki-sama demon brat, at which Inu-san declared that some law was broken and that he was to be executed. Uzumaki-sama used Kuchiyose no Jutsu to summon a bird that I have never seen by the name of Noboru, who attacked the man with Katon, Yuzen no Hai no Jutsu. It created a flaming twister around the man and burned him to unconsciousness. Some Anbu appeared and arrested the man, after which the bullies ran away as if their lives depended on it. when Uzumaki-sama threatened them. Then after introductions, Uzumaki-sama called out to someone hiding behind a tree which turned out to be Hiruzen. Ino finished her explanation. Now I have some troublesome questions. May I be allowed to ask Uzumaki-sama? Shikamaru asked. No, first, I hate formalities. Just call me Naruto or Naruto-san. Second, if you want answers you may join us at my home. It's safe to discuss anything there, but everyone must swear to absolute secrecy. What I will tell isn't classified as a S-rank secret by Hokage-sama. Naruto explained. Troublesome. Hi, I accept the troublesome condition. I believe I speak for everyone here, am I right? Shikamaru asked. Everyone except Sasuke nodded in confirmation. Uchiha-san, why are you not nodding in agreement with us? Ino asked. Naruto is my best friend, so I already know what he shall reveal. Naruto, I believe that Konohamaru is still too young to hear this, so he must wait till he is older. Sasuke said while Konohamaru pouted. I agree with Sasuke-san, Naruto-kun. Konohamaru-san is still too young. Ino said. Hi Sasuke and Ino-san. I will set a Kage Bunshin to start Konohamaru's meditation exercises when we return home. Now let's get lunch out of the way first. Naruto stated with everyone agreeing with him. Late afternoon, November 12th, Konoha clan district outskirts. Isn't this the direction to the Namikaze clan compound? I thought we were heading to Naruto-san's house. Ino asked. Naruto started to sweat. Leave it to the self-proclaimed gossip queen of Konoha to reveal to the world about what she knows. I am starting to think that inviting Ino-san here was a bad idea. I should have taken them to the Hokage office. Naruto thought. Troublesome. Ino-san, please refrain from shouting out your thoughts to world. Our destination may be a secret to the all but a privileged few. Girls are troublesome. Shikamaru said. After Shikamaru's statement, everyone kept quiet. As everyone was approaching the gate of the Namikaze estate, Itachi arrived. Naruto-san, I wish to ask you a question about the incident earlier. Hokage-sama wishes to know what you did as the civilian council is out for your head. All we know is that he broke that law and that he arrived at the hospital burned and unconscious. Hi, I will answer your questions, Itachi-san, but are the answers needed immediately? Naruto asked. No, you can answer by nightfall today. Hokage-sama wishes that he can be present, but it seems that the blood-sucking civilian council will not allow that. Itachi replied. Now then I will explain some things to those present except Konohamaru, who will be meditating at the onsen. Then those who were present at the incident can help in answering some of your questions. I hope none of you mind? Naruto said. I believe that I speak for everyone present at the incident, so no, we don't mind, Naruto-san. Sakura said, followed by nods from everyone except Shikamaru and Choji. Then let's get comfortable before the explanations. Naruto said, and then activated the blood seal on the gate of the Namikaze compound. Everyone who had not come here before took in the scenery of the estate. Wow, this is extremely beautiful, Hinata exclaimed without any stutter. When everyone looked at her in surprise, she promptly blushed in embarrassment and fainted. Now I will carry her since I am the host. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Naruto said, and created 2 Kage Bunshin. One went and picked up Hinata in his arms, and the other headed for Konohamaru and led him away. Now come on Konohamaru, let's get your training started, shall we? The Kage Bunshin asked. Do I have to? Can I hear what boss has to say? I promise I won't tell anyone. Konohamaru asked. Now I know that you want to hear what boss has to say, but you are too young. When you enter the academy, I promise that boss will explain everything to you, alright? Boss never breaks a promise, even if a Bunshin made it, so you have nothing to fear. The Kage Bunshin replied. Alright, let's get to training. I will have to train if I have to become Hokage. Konohamaru shouted. As the others and Naruto entered the sitting room, Minato and Kushina came into view. Minato was working on some new Fuinjutsu array, while Kushina was drawing Fuinjutsu arrays on paper tags. Ohio Ka-san, Tu-san, what are you doing? Naruto asked while his Kage Bunshin laid Hinata on the couch. Ino, Shikamaru, Choji and Sakura were shocked at the revelation. Namikaze Minato, the Yondaime Hokage, was not only alive but also Naruto's Tu-san. Oh, just a project, Naruto-kun. I believe that I have finally been able to find a way to seal Bijou without having the user sacrificing his life by using the Shikifujin seal. As you know, I had to sacrifice my life to seal it in you. Minato said. I am just creating some Uzumaki containment tags. Just slap it on a victim and let the victim be paralyzed till the tag is off. Highly useful in capture and subdue missions. I was the one who created them in the first place. I am making a stock of them for when you become an official ninja. Kushina said. How are you alive, Yondaime-sama, and is Naruto-san really your Sochi? Sakura and Ino asked at the same time. Troublesome girls. Yondaime-sama had just said that he had sacrificed his life in sealing the QB in Naruto-san. Troublesome. Please tell me Naruto-san is what you were about to tell us was what was revealed just now. Shikamaru said. Now that is exactly what I wanted to tell. The incident earlier needed clarification, and my status as the Jinchuriki of the QB is what was responsible for that man to call me demon brat. Gigi had passed a law that any reference of me being connected to the QB in front of our generation or me is a criminal offense, and the offender will be executed on the spot. Naruto explained. Also, my heritage as the last Namikaze is to be kept a secret till I am able to protect myself from A-rank ninja. Yeah, that is because of me killing a whole battalion of IWA ninja and kunoichi during the Third Shinobi World War. Now IWA wants Naruto's head just to spite me. Gomen Naruto, I wish that was not the case. Minato said. Now that is an occupational hazard of being a top-class ninja Tusan. You are the only person to be ranked in the bingo books as an SS-ranked ninja. It is only just that you would have the greatest of enemies. Naruto said. Now does anyone have any questions? I will explain everything to Hinata-san when she wakes up. Naruto said. Sochi-kun, please have a Kage Bunshin place Hinata-san in a guest room. I will watch over her till she wakes up. Just tell me why she is unconscious. Oh, she is extremely shy, Namikaze-sama. She normally stutters, but when she exclaimed about the beauty of the compound without any stuttering and we all looked at her, she fainted from embarrassment. Ino said. With that said, Naruto created a Kage Bunshin to take Hinata to a guest room followed by Kushina. Naruto-san, may I ask as to how your Tusan and Ka-san are alive? Sakura said. I had created a seal that stores the memories of the caster of the Fuinjutsu. It has the ability of creating a Kage Bunshin of the caster with all the memories stored in the seal. I and Shina-chan are Kage Bunshin that the seals created. We are in truth already dead. Minato explained. Well, that explains the troublesome dilemma, as to how you and your wife are present here, Yandame-sama. Shikamura said. Now since it seems that you guys don't have any more doubts, I will start answering Itachi-san's questions. Naruto stated. Na Itachi-san, please. Naruto trailed off when Sakura looked like she had a question. Na Sakura-san, do you have a question? Hi Naruto-san, I must ask as I have limited knowledge of the shinobi arts. Is there a possibility for the Kyuubi to escape? If not, will it be able to control or manipulate you into being a threat to us? The Kyuubi will not be able to escape the seal, and no, it will not be able to manipulate me into attacking you. Taking control of me is another issue. If I do not access more than 3 taels of its power at the moment, I will not lose myself to the Kyuubi. In fact, when I am able to completely resist the feral urges when I access the 3rd tael, I will be able to access the 4th tael without much fear. Does that satisfy your fears, Sakura-san? Naruto asked, at which Sakura nodded her head. Naruto-san, please explain the incident. Itachi said. Nami, Sasuke, Konohamaru and Kakashi Nizan were going for lunch when Naruto started his explanation, and that is what happened. Naruto finished his explanation. Well, Ino-san, please tell me the story from your side? Itachi asked. I saw that he was using the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu to intimidate the bullies when the man came and called Naruto-san demon brat. When Inu-san was going to arrest and execute the man, Naruto-san stopped him and summoned Noboru-san, who used Katon, use a no-hai no Jutsu to burn the man. After that, Anbu showed up and put the man under arrest, and then took him to the hospital. Ino explained. Sakura-san, your input, Itachi stated. Just as Ino-san said, Naruto-san was helping me by intimidating the bullies with that jutsu when the man arrived. He called Naruto-san demon brat, and from that you already heard what happened. Personally, I believe that the man should have been executed. Tonight when I tell Ka-san what happened to me, I will also say that you are my friend Naruto-san and nothing she says will change it. You are a hero for your sacrifice and you should be treated as one. Sakura said. Arigato, Sakura-san. If you want to be a shinobi, you can train here with me, Sasuke and Konohamaru. In fact, all of you are invited to train here if you want. I will extend the same offer to Hinata-san after I have explained things to her. Naruto said. Arigato, Naruto-san, I will take you up on that offer. If being a kunoichi will allow me to help others, like you did for me, I will become the greatest civilian-born kunoichi in the world. Sakura said. I will also accept your offer. I saw how strong you are and that has intrigued me. I will also make Shikamaru-san and Choji-san join in as we are going to be the next generation Ino Shikacho team. It's better to be prepared than sorry later. Ino stated. Troublesome girls. Alright, I will accept your offer, Naruto-san. Shikamaru said. Munch, I will also accept Munch your offer, Munch, Naruto-san. Choji said. Alright, I have all the information I needed. I must now report to Hokage-sama about my findings. Sayonara. Itachi said before leaving. Sochi-kun, Hinata-san is awake now. It is best that all of you explain everything to her now. She will be down in a moment. Kushina said through an intercom seal. Well guys, let's explain everything to her now, before she makes the wrong assumptions. Naruto said, to which everyone nodded their heads. After a long explanation, Hinata finally accepted all the facts. When Naruto offered Hinata the chance to train with them, she immediately blushed crimson but accepted the offer. After that, everyone just hang around getting to know each other better. Morning, October 10th, Namikaze estate. A year had passed since everyone met and accepted Naruto for who he is and not what he carries. Also, everyone started to train together, and their families were invited to dinner at Naruto's once a month. The first time was a shock to the newcomers. After explanations, everything was cleared and the night went smoothly. Hinata's stuttering was reduced to near non-existence, and her confidence was boosted, making her extremely deadly in combat. Sakura was taking to training admirably and was quite good in Iriujutsu and Genjutsu, having near-perfect chakra control. She also developed a crush on Sasuke since he started helping her in Genjutsu. The Ino Shikacho trio were a force to be reckoned with when they worked together. Ino, Sakura and Hinata became good friends while Sakura and Ino were also rivals, both for Sasuke's heart and the position of top kunoichi in the group. Konohamaru took to meditation with a little difficulty but managed to start training his chakra control and manipulation abilities under Naruto and ended up having chakra reserves of an Uzumaki of his age, and so has started tree climbing and water walking exercises. His mastery of stealth is only exceeded by Naruto. Naruto had mastered the Rasengan no Jutsu and also the Uzumaki Hijitsu, Chakra Kasari no Jutsu along with the Uzumaki Hijitsu, Chakra Kasari no Kekai no Jutsu. He also started and mastered the Futon chakra composition and manipulation exercises to a very high degree. He developed and created 2 Futon techniques, Futon Hijitsu, Kaze Kekai no Jutsu and the Futon Hijitsu, Kaze Kiba no Yuzu no Jutsu. His knowledge in Fuinjutsu increased by leaps and bounds, getting to the position that only Minato could compete with him. His Kenjutsu skills increased to the level of a master, only lacking real-life battle experience. His Taijutsu skills were very good. He finished the Kitsuniken and the Ryuken. He was able to master the use of up to 4 tails of chakra in Jinchuriki mode, 5 leading to feral attacking patterns. Sasuke had mastered Katon chakra composition and manipulation, along with the Katon, Gokaki no Jutsu, Katon, Ryuken no Jutsu, Katon, Daryuka no Jutsu, Katon Hijitsu, Kitsunbai no Jutsu and Katon, Kasai Kiba no Dangan no Jutsu. His Sharingan had acquired all 3 Tomios and his Genjutsu skills were considerable. His Taijutsu was top-notch, the Toriken being finally completed. He created the Katon, Kasai Kiba no Dangan no Jutsu and is in the process of creating Katon Hijitsu, Kasai Kiba no Yuzu no Jutsu. He had learned to summon ravens. His Kenjutsu skills were considerable and had been able to get up to Naruto's level by using his Sharingan to grasp the basics faster. Both Naruto and Sasuke started creating collaboration jutsu and had been able to create the Katon/Futon, Akuma Kakyu no Jutsu and are in the process of creating a new Katon/Futon collaboration jutsu. Now everyone was sitting on the outskirts of their usual training field watching the usual weekly spar between Sasuke and Naruto. Is Sasuke ready to have your butt kicked again like last time? If not, then you can forfeit. Naruto taunted. When did I ever get my butt kicked, Naruto? If I remember correctly, it was you who got his butt kicked but had managed to grab a win by a hair's breadth. If you were unable to dodge the Katon, Ryuken no Jutsu, you would have been toast. Sasuke taunted back. Alright, the full spar between Sasuke and Naruto is about to begin. Are both of you ready? When both nodded their head in affirmative, Yamato declared, Hajime, before jumping back. As soon as the spar started, both Sasuke and Naruto jumped into action. Naruto started doing hand seals for the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu and created 3 Kage Bunshin of himself. Sasuke on the other hand did the Katon, Gokaki no Jutsu, trying to quickly wipe out the clones. All the Naruto had been able to dodge but was open to Sasuke throwing kunai at them. One of them was unlucky and had been dispelled when it was stabbed in the heart. The remaining Naruto started throwing poison Senbon at Sasuke but the Sharingan allowed Sasuke to dodge the needles. Seeing that the fight was going nowhere, Naruto started doing hand signs for a jutsu, while his 2 remaining Kage Bunshin kept Sasuke busy. Sasuke, being pressed into a corner by the Bunshin, jumped and used Katon Hijitsu, Kitsunbai no Jutsu, to take the Kage Bunshin out. When he turned towards Naruto, he was surprised to see him doing a hand seal before he announced his jutsu, Futon, Daitapa no Jutsu, Naruto intending to make Sasuke lose his balance. His plan was a success and Sasuke was seen flying backwards into a tree. Seeing that his plan was a success, Naruto drew his wakizashi and ran towards Sasuke, intending to take him off guard and hold the sword at Sasuke's throat. Sasuke was taken by surprise but was able to get his bearings back just in time to be able to jump away from the tree and the quickly approaching Naruto, drawing his own wakizashi and started to parry Naruto's fast and precise slashes. When Naruto jumped back to catch his breath, Sasuke pressed his advantage. Sasuke started attacking Naruto with slashes and stabs at non-vital areas. Naruto started to dodge and parry Sasuke's attacks but was caught off guard when Sasuke feinted a left slash and stabbed Naruto in his thigh. Naruto jumped back and started to channel more chakra to his wound, to accelerate his advanced regeneration. As the stabbed wound started to heal, Sasuke did some hand seals and collected a large amount of air in his lungs and then blew out a great stream of fire at Naruto. Damn, he is using Katon, Daryuka no Jutsu. I got to use that technique, or I will lose this spar and Sasuke will start teasing me for losing, Naruto thought. Making up his mind, Naruto did a few hand seals and declared his jutsu, the Uzumaki Hijitsu, Chakra Kasari no Kekai no Jutsu. 9 chains made of chakra appeared from Naruto's back and started to creating a net. When the net was created, the holes became translucent. Everyone except Sasuke saw the barrier form in front of Naruto just before the Katon, Daryuka no Jutsu struck. There was a huge explosion and smoke. Sasuke watched as the smoke started to dissipate. He knew that Naruto was fine as he heard Naruto call out his jutsu, Uzumaki Hijitsu, Chakra Kusari no Jutsu, Naruto said from within the smoke as Sasuke's eyes widened. With the Sharingan he saw the barrier disappearing and the chains unwind themselves, and then all 9 of the chains attacked Sasuke from different sides. Sasuke started to dodge the chains but was unable to dodge Naruto's slash to his thigh. Injured, the chains were able to immobilize him. Seeing that he was defeated, Sasuke yielded. Winner Uzumaki Naruto, Yamato declared. If I was unable to get the barrier up in time, that Katan, Daryuka no Jutsu would have taken me out. Nice job, Sasuke, you made me bring out my big guns, Naruto said. If I had not waited and attacked before the smoke cleared with a Katan, Kasai Kiba no Jutsu, I would have taken you by surprise and in fact won. So don't act all high and mighty just because you beat me. What is the present spar record now? Sasuke asked. I believe that record is 33-31 with Naruto leading by 2 wins, Sasuke-kun, Sakura said. See, it proves that I am better than you. Naruto started. A 2-win lead doesn't make you that much better than me. Oh, can it you too? It's just a spar for Kami's sake, Hinata said. Yeah, boss, there is no need for a quarrel over such a trivial matter. When are you going to accept my challenge? Konohamaru said. When you become a genin, then I will accept your challenge, Konohamaru. Does anyone else wants to spar? We have some time yet, Naruto said. Nah, let's get something to eat. I vote for sushi, Ino said. I also vote for sushi, Sakura said. Barbecue munch is my vote, Choji said. Nagai's ramen is better, so I vote for ramen, Naruto said. I am with boss, ramen has my vote, Konohamaru said. We had sushi the day before yesterday and barbecue yesterday, so I am also with Naruto-kun. Let's have ramen, Hinata said. I want sushi, Sasuke said. Everyone looked towards Shikamaru for his vote. Troublesome, let's just have ramen. Yeah, let's get to Ichiraku's ramen, Naruto shouted. Afternoon, October 10th, outside Ichiraku's ramen. Nagais, how about all of you stay over at my place tonight as it is the last Friday we have free before we join the academy on Monday. Hi, even you can stay, Konohamaru, Naruto asked. Arigato, boss, Konohamaru said. I have no problems with that. Shishiyui and Okasan gave me permission to stay with you anytime, Sasuke said. My Shishiyui may allow it, but I must ask, Hinata said. My Ka-san will give me an earful but will give me permission, troublesome woman, Shikamaru said. Munch Ka-san and Tu-san munch will not mind, munch, but I have to munch, inform them, Choji said. I must ask Tu-san and Ka-san, Ino said. Ka-san may allow me to stay over at your place, Naruto. I will ask her, Sakura said. No, alright then, let's get going and ask them, Naruto said. Everyone was given permission to stay over at Naruto's place, and so they head there in the evening after spending some time at the Nara estate. Late night, October 10th, Uchiha clan estate gate. Yuzuki Yugago was passing by on her way to the Namikaze estate for her shift. As she was strolling along, she found a body laid across her path. Curious, she checked to see if the man was dead or knocked out drunk. Upon closer inspection she found that the man was dead and had a kunai stabbed in his heart. Checking his cloths, Yugago saw the Uchiha crest on his shirt. Looking around, she saw that there were many more bodies at the gate of the Uchiha clan compound. Using her training and experience, she used her wireless to notify the ANBU commander, and thereby the Hokage, of the situation. Since the bodies were cold, she realized that the murder was done quite some time ago, so the culprit was most probably long gone. When reinforcements came with the Hokage, she immediately went to the Hokage and divulged what she had discovered. Alright, Nico-san, you're free to leave to attend to your duty. Just don't tell Sasuke in the morning. I will go there myself and explain the situation, Hiruzen said. Hi Hokage-sama, I won't inform young Sasuke about the massacre till you get there with all the details, Yugago said before leaving. Morning, October 11th, Namikaze estate. Everyone was having breakfast at the dining table. Naruto had created Kage Bunshin to act as chefs and servers. The Kage Bunshin had made toast, scrambled eggs and bacon for breakfast. Nagais, how about we take the rest of today off from training? The girls can use the outdoor onsen in the forest to relax. Don't worry girls, Ka-san will be with you so you don't have to worry about any of us boys peeking at you. You guys can help me set up some pranks in the village. I particularly want to prank the Inuzuka compound for the insult that kid gave us last time. What was his name again? Alright, it was Inuzuka Kiba, the Sochi of Inuzuka Tsumusama, the current clan head. You girls are welcome to join also. Well, what do you say guys? Naruto asked. Arigato Naruto-kun, the possibility of taking a soak in an onsen without the fear of being peeked at is nice. I for one am going to the onsen to relax, Hinata said. I am with Hinata, what about you Ino? Sakura asked. I think I will join Naruto in pranking the Inuzuka compound. That bitch comment from Kibabaka still riles me up, Ino said. Troublesome, I will take a nap under the Sakura tree if it isn't troublesome to you Naruto, Shikamaru said. Munch, I will join Munch Shika under Munch the Sakura tree, Choji said between mouthfuls of food. I shall join you boss. The Inuzuka shall not know what hit them till it's too late, Konohamaru said. No, they shall know what hit them, but only because we let them. I am with you, Naruto, let's show the Baka who the alpha are. Sasuke said. Yeah, just thinking about him makes my blood boil, Naruto said. Flashback, afternoon, September 17th, Konoha Park. Na Hinata, what do you believe being a ninja means? Naruto questioned. I believe that being a ninja entails loyalty to Ones village and to protect those who deserve to be protected. Hinata replied, what about why you, Naruto-kun? I agree with you with most parts, but I beg to differ in one point. It is not those who deserve to be protected, but those in need of protection are to be protected. Also, showing mercy to enemies is also a factor in being a great shinobi. You never know, an enemy in the past may be an ally in the future. Naruto said. Yeah, what Naruto said is true. If you read history, you will see that Tsunagakure no Sato was an enemy in the First Shinobi World War, but after that allies of Konohagakure no Sato. Even now we are allied to them. Sakura said. True, I also believe in what Naruto said. Ino said. As everyone was discussing this, a kid with feral looks and 2 fawn-shaped tattoos on his cheeks approached the group. So which of you girls will be the obedient bitch of a true alpha male? The kid asked. It is considered polite to introduce yourself before sprouting random cheesy lines. Also respect the female gender, else you will end up the omega instead of the alpha. Sasuke said. I am Inuzuka Kiba, the Sochi of Inuzuka Tsum, present and the strongest clan head of the Inuzuka. Kiba said. Now who will? Don't disrespect my friends, else you will end up in intensive care. Naruto said with a sinister aura around him. Faye, you don't scare me with that pitiful show. I am a true alpha and I am not afraid of you. Kiba said while shaking like a leaf, thereby ruining his bravado. Kuchios no Jutsu, Aoi, Naruto said, doing the required ritual and hand signs. From a cloud of smoke the blue two-tailed kitsune appeared. Hugh, what am I doing here, Naruto-kun? Aoi asked. We are going to teach Dogboy here a lesson for disrespecting me and my friends, Aoi-chan. Are you up for it, else I can summon Noboru-kun? Naruto asked. Yeah, let's do it. Suetun, Teppadama no Jutsu, Aoi said after launching a few water balls at Kiba's crotch. Ha ha ha, look, the pup has soiled his pants. Sasuke said. It's no surprise that happened. Naruto is scary when he wants revenge. Hey, what is going on here? Kiba, did you wet yourself? Asked a young girl a few years older than the group with identical fawn-shaped tattoos as Kiba on her cheeks. No, I didn't wet myself, Hananichin. That blonde guy summoned the kitsune, and it was the kitsune that threw a Suetun jutsu at me. I was just trying to make friends with them, and they did this. Kiba explained. Yeah, if insulting us is your way of making friends, then you got what you deserved. There are a few things that piss me off, and insulting my friends is one of them. You are lucky that I didn't send you into intensive care instead of humiliating you. Naruto said. Faye, you think you are so great since you can summon. I challenge you to a spar. If I win, you apologize to me for humiliating me. If you win, I will accept you as an alpha of great strength and follow you as a loyal pack member. Kiba said. Nah, I don't need to prove anything to you, and I don't you following me around. If you want to be friends, then be polite and approach us on the first day of the Shinobi Academy. Gomen for the trouble in Izuka-san, but he got off light there. I hate those who insult or harm those I hold precious. Naruto said. No, that is okay. Kiba needed to be humbled. He must accept that there are others who are better alphas than him and must also show respect to others. Anyway, we must go. Ka-san has asked that Kiba start his training from today. Hana said. Goodbye, Inuzuka-san, and dog breath, remember what I said. Naruto said. With that said, Hana and Kiba left the group to their picnic. Flashback END, morning, October 11th, Namikaze's estate. Well, let's get going, I have the perfect prank in mind. Naruto said. Where are all of you going? Never mind, I have something that I have to say to Sasuke-kun, so if everyone will follow me to the sitting room please, I can get it out of the way. Hiruzen said after appearing in a leaf shunshin. Everyone followed Hiruzen to the sitting room and sat down. After everyone was comfortable, Hiruzen cleared his throat and directed his gaze at Sasuke. I will be as frank as I can be with this situation, so don't interrupt me till I am finished. Hiruzen said as everyone nodded their heads. Itachi had come to me with very disturbing information. Your Shishi and most of the Uchiha clan had planned a coup d'etat. Recently some Uchiha with the Sharingan had died mysteriously, and were found with their Sharingans removed from them. One of them was Uchiha Shursui, a known wielder of the Mangekyo Sharingan. This had caused Fugaku and most of the Uchiha clan to think that Konoha had betrayed them, and so they planned the coup d'etat. Itachi proved to be more loyal to Konoha than his clan and informed me. I had already warned Fugaku of the consequences of the coup, but he turned a deaf ear to my warnings. I was planning to call a council meeting tomorrow and warn Fugaku there, but it seems that Itachi took it upon himself to protect Konoha. Last night Itachi had murdered the whole of the Uchiha clan before becoming a Nukenin. He left 2 letters, one was addressed to me and the other to you. I have already read my letter, here is yours. Gomen Sasuke-kun for your loss, but you are the last of the Uchiha. The funeral is tomorrow, no one but us and the ninja council shall know the details of the murder. It was Itachi's wish in his letter addressed to me. Hiruzen said, giving Sasuke the letter before leaving. Gomen Sasuke, but if you want to live here permanently, you just have to ask. I don't know what it means to lose someone precious, but I do know how to cope with loneliness. So if you want I can help you. Naruto said. Gomen for your loss, Sasuke. Shikamaru, Choji and Hinata said. Gomen, but if you want to talk about it, I am here, Sasuke-kun. Sakura and Ino said. Gomen, Sasuke Nizan. Konohamaru said. Arigato, guys, but can we go and prank the Inuzuka compound? I think that doing something will prevent me from brooding about the incident. I can read the letter when I am calmer. Sasuke said. Hi, let's get to going and prank the Inuzuka. It is one of the ways I used to cope, doing something always helps. Naruto said before leading the pranking team out of the mansion. Morning, October 13th, outside the academy. Now how are you holding up, Sasuke? Have you read the letter yet? Hinata asked. Thanks to Naruto, I didn't become emo, and no, I plan to read the letter when all of my friends are there with me, which should be today after the academy is over. Sasuke said. I see, so where is Naruto-kun? I thought he would be here by now. Hinata asked. I don't know where he is at the moment. He just woke me up and said that he would meet us at the academy. Sasuke said. Just after saying that, Sasuke noticed a faint shadow of a bird. That must be one large bird to make such a large shadow. Sasuke thought. Hey Sasuke, Hinata, look out, I am about to jump down. Naruto shouted from above, as Hinata and Sasuke looked up and saw a majestic phoenix with bright red and silver plumage flying about and casting the shadow that Sasuke had noticed. As both got out of the way, Naruto jumped down off the phoenix as it flew by. All the academic teachers and students looked at the entrance Naruto made. The demon brat is getting strong and is trying to corrupt Uchiha-sama. I must ask my museum to make friends with Uchiha-sama and get him to stop being friends with the demon, a civilian woman thought. Really, Naruto, was it necessary for making all that commotion? And where have you been since dawn? Sasuke asked after Naruto landed. Arigato, Hiroto-san, say hi to your Ka-san for me. Naruto said after landing. It was all right, Naruto-kun. Ka-san said that you are the Mago of Uzumaki Hikaru, the last Uzukage and my closest friend. So it was no trouble, you actually remind me of him when he was just a genin. Sayonara, try to keep out of trouble and stop giving my Sochi and your familiar Noboru-chan such free rein when you summon him. Hiroto said as Naruto nodded his head, before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. No, all great shinobi has to make a grand entrance. I just made my first ever grand entrance. Now as to the other question, I went to Yuzushiogakure no Sato to get a summons contract that was recovered by Hikaru Gigi, but no one but Hiroto-san knew about that. Gigi had created elaborate seals to protect the scroll, and only a Fuinjutsu master or someone with Yuzushio standard Chunin rank Fuinjutsu knowledge would be able to get it. The contract is the Hawk Summon contract. The same one that Uchiha Madara had stolen and hidden from your clan. I went and retrieved the contract as it was now Uzumaki clan property. Here is the contract, I believe that it belongs with you. Naruto explained with a bright smile at the end. Arigato, Naruto, but how did you know about the contract being in your clan's possession? Sasuke asked, looking confused. Noboru-kun had appeared last night and informed me about it. I summoned Hiroto-san after waking you up and left with him. Flashback. Early morning, Yuzuno Kuni. Now Hiroto-san, how long will it take to reach the ruins of Yuzushiogakure no Sato? Naruto asked. We are very close, you will see it in a few minutes. Hiroto said. Kid, can't you please shut up? You have asked the same question every few minutes during the hour-long flight. If I have to hear you whine one more time, I will start singing. Kyuubi threatened after being woken up from his nap for the 15th time. You won't dare do such a thing? If you do sing, then be prepared to face the consequences. Naruto threatened. Ever since Naruto discovered that he could do whatever he wants with his mindscape, he started shrinking Kyuubi's cell and making it damper as a punishment. Now that I think about it, I will not sing. It hurts my ears. How about a deal, Kit? Kyuubi asked. What kind of deal are you talking about, Kyuubi? If it is some sort of trick, then be warned. I will make the cage so small that you won't even be able to move your ears, and so damp that you will feel like that you are underwater. Naruto threatened. Don't worry, Kit. If you don't like the deal, then don't accept it. Kyuubi stated before going back to its nap. Naruto-kun, we have reached the Yuzukage Tower in the ruins of Yuzushiogakure no Sato. Hiroto said as he landed. Naruto looked around and came to the conclusion that Yuzushio was maintained by seals, and so it didn't show much damage to most of the important buildings. The Yuzukage Tower looked like it was scorched, and the streets were littered with skeletons. It looks like a graveyard. It seems that even the children hadn't been spared. Naruto thought grimly while looking at the skeleton of a child younger than him. How can anyone do such a thing? They even massacred the children who were civilians. Hiroto-san, can we just get what we came here for and leave this place? It is extremely depressing to see the skeletal remains of these unfortunate people, my people. Naruto asked. Hi Naruto-kun, you must just enter the vault and take what remains there. Then we can leave. Even I am feeling depressed at the sights offered here. Hiroto said. As Naruto entered the Yuzukage Tower, he heard Hiroto say that the vault is protected by advanced Fuinjutsu, and that he must break the seals before entering. Naruto walked along the corridors that lead to the underground vault in the Yuzukage Tower, only accessible by the Yuzukage. Naruto arrived at the end of the last corridor after taking a right turn and came to a large metal door with many seals carved into it. After seeing the seals on the door, Naruto thanked his Tusan, Ka-san and his own curiosity in the lost art of Fuinjutsu. The seals were very complex and had many security failsafes embedded into them. It seems that I have to identify the primary seal and then deactivate that one. If my assumptions are correct, the extra seals are to confuse anyone without the proper knowledge. Deactivating the wrong seal may cause the security features to activate. Naruto thought as he analyzed the seals. Here is a seal that will incapacitate the intruder, better stay away from that. It seems that the main seal is a seal that has to be completed, if this incomplete seal is the correct one. The others only seems to be decoys. Alright, let's get to it, I have to reach home soon. Naruto said to himself as he brought out his sealing supplies and started creating the necessary seal. After 5 minutes of drawing the necessary arrays, Naruto was finally able to complete the necessary seal. Now let's see what happens when I apply the seal. Naruto thought, applying the seal. All the seals on the door glowed orange and Naruto started to sweat, thinking that he had made a mistake. Finally, after a few moments, the seals glowed green before a click could be heard, followed by the door swinging open. Yada, I did it. For a moment there I thought that I made a mistake, and it would come back and bite me in the ass, Naruto said as he entered the vault. Looking around, he noticed that there wasn't much left in the vault except some storage scrolls, a large scroll that looked like a summons contract and a very large scroll, which Naruto didn't know was the Uzushiogakure no Sato Kinjutsu scroll. Alright, let's get everything stored in the storage scrolls I brought and get going. What do you say, Kyubi? Naruto asked his furry tenant. Just get the scrolls and get going. Also don't bother me, I am going back to sleep as I am bored and can't do anything in here. Kyubi grumbled to Naruto. I must see if I can change my mindscape in Kyubi's cage. It's better to tolerate each other instead of being at each other's throats. Helping each other will make me stronger and help me in my dream to become the greatest ninja ever, Databayo. Naruto exclaimed. It seems the kit is better than both of my previous Jinchuriki. Let's see where this leads. Kyubi thought after hearing Naruto's mental exclamation. Hurrying out of the tower with all the scrolls packed into his own storage scrolls, Naruto climbed onto the back of Hiroto, and they took off for Konoha. Flashback END, morning, October 13th, outside the academy. And then I saw you guys standing around, so I called out to you and jumped down. After that, you know what happened. Naruto said. You could have told me where you were going. What if you were attacked? I could have been there to back you up. Sasuke said. I know that you would back me up, but it was not needed. Uzushio is an isolated island surrounded by raging whirlpools. It is nearly impossible to reach it for most ninja, let alone bandits and pirates. I also had my Kitsune and Phoenix summons to help me out of a pinch. It was also a good thing that I didn't bring you with me. The place looked like a graveyard. There were skeletal remains of the unfortunate residents littering the streets. I saw the skeleton of a child about Konohamaru's age with a rusted kunai in its broken ribs. Do you really want to see that? Well, I surely don't want to return and see those gruesome sights again. Naruto stated with conviction and depression. No, you are right, Naruto. I just don't want to lose my god brother also. You are the only person I have left other than my friends. Sasuke said. I can understand, Sasuke. Naruto said. It was then that Hinata decided to speak up. Naruto-kun, it was extremely irresponsible of you to leave Konoha without an escort. I know that you are strong and that you have some special advantages, but still a genin can kill a Kage, if she can take the Kage by surprise. Hinata said. Gomen Hinata-chan, but I really didn't think that far and was also overconfident that I could take on even Jonin with the help of my summons. I will try to keep my arrogance in check. Now Sasuke, what are you waiting for? Sign the contract already. Naruto said. Hi, let's get to it. Sasuke said as he unfurled the scroll and signed his name, under the name of Uchiha Madara, in blood. After signing the scroll, Sasuke summoned his raven familiar, Kurai, and had him take the scroll to the Namake's compound, Kuchios no Jutsu. Sasuke said after doing the necessary hand seals and slammed his hands on the ground. After the smoke from the jutsu cleared, everyone standing in the courtyard looked at Sasuke and was impressed. There stood a large tree-sized hawk with red and dark brown, almost black plumage, so the hawk summoning contract was finally recovered. It is nice to see that the traitor didn't succeed with his plans. By the way, my name is Ryota the Hawk Boss. What is your name, hatchling? Ryota asked. I am Uchiha Sasuke, the last of the Uchiha after my Aniki murdered my whole clan 2 days ago, Ryota-sama. I plan to bring back the honor and greatness of my clan and also help my best friend and god brother, Naruto, achieve his dream while protecting those who need protection. Sasuke said. A noble goal, you will be a worthy summoner. Summon us when you require help and we will answer your summons. Ryota said before returning back to the summons realm. Now that is out of the way, we can wait for the others to arrive. Naruto said just before Sakura and the others appeared, dragging Shikamaru with them along with Kiba. Hey guys, how is it going? Sakura asked. We were waiting for you guys, but what is Dog Breath doing here? Naruto asked with a bit of hostility. What, it was you who told me to approach you guys if I wanted to make friends with you. Also, Kasan gave me an earful after hearing about the incident from Hananichin. So can I be friend with you, or are you still mad at me? Kiba asked. I will give you a chance if the other also gives you a chance. What do you guys say? Naruto asked, at which everyone nodded their heads. Alright, but I will give you only one warning. Insults during spars are alright, but at any other time, I will send you to the intensive care unit at the hospital. Alright, you have a deal. Kiba said just as the doors of the academy opened and the Chunin instructors came out to let the students know who will be in which class. My name is Yumino Irika and I will call out names and tell you who is your teacher. Irika said. After a considerable amount of time, the other two classes and most of the final class was assigned. Sasuke, Naruto, Ino, Sakura, Hinata, Kiba, Shikamaru, Choji were in the same class with another clan heir Aburaim Shino. They had Irika as their teacher. Late afternoon, November 26th, Hokage office. Sarutobi Hiruzen was doing paperwork with the help of his Kage Bunshin. While the Kage Bunshin were doing the paperwork, Hiruzen was reading a little orange book and giggling. As he was enjoying the book, he heard the voices of a few kids asking if the Hokage was in the office. After getting the confirmation that he was in, there was a knock on the office door. Come in, Sarutobi said, and in entered Naruto and his gang followed by Kakashi. Nijiji, what kind of shinobi academy is Konoha running? All we were taught the past 2 weeks was the history of Konoha and theory of chakra. What good will learning history will do for a ninja? We should start basic exercises and such as Kakashi Nizan, Yugago-chan, Yamato-san and Enko-chan had started for me. Just make me a ninja right now. Heck, everyone present here is already more capable than some genin I saw once. Are you going to correct the curriculum or make us ninja already? Naruto complained. Naruto, you can't just demand things from the Hokage. Though I also agree with you that we know more than most genin, and we just started the academy, but there must be many things that we don't know yet. Sakura said. I am with Naruto Hokage-sama. There is absolutely no reason for us to study in the academy if the standards are so low. Even I can take on a team of fresh genin myself without much problems. Sasuke said. Haha, Sarutobi, I always said that the academy is very lax. When we were kids and in the academy, we had to be able to do an elemental ninjutsu and a C-rank genjutsu along with the standard academy jutsus that are requirements for passing nowadays. Hell, we were taught tree climbing and water waking in the academy itself. You must accept that allowing the civilian council to interfere in the shinobi academy was the greatest mistake you made after Minato's death. An old man covered in bandages and with a limp asked the Hokage. Hello Shimura Danzo, is there anything I can do for you? Hiruzen asked with a bit of weariness in his voice. In fact, I had come here to ask about how Uzumaki-san's training is coming along, and to ask how Uchiha-san was doing, but it seems a moot point now as they are present here. So Uzumaki-san, how is your training coming under the Anbu assigned to protect and help you? Danzo asked. Nadanjiji, my training is coming along fine. In fact, you may ask Inunizan and my friends how awesome I am. I am even better than Sasuke. Naruto said cheerfully. A 2-win lead in our spars does not make you that good. In fact, you have extremely good luck, else I would have won those 2 times. Sasuke said. Well, Inu-san, how will you rank Uzumaki-san? Danzo asked Kakashi. Danzo-sama, I will put Naruto as an overall high chunin in capabilities and as a B-rank ninja if he gets some experience. Kakashi said after getting a nod of permission from Hiruzen. It is quite astonishing to hear that one so young has such skills. Experience is not a problem, then can be gathered on the job. Now Uchiha-san, I would like to extend my condolences for the loss of your whole clan. It truly came as a great surprise to find Itachi-san had done such a thing. Danzo said. HN. Sasuke grunted while nodding his head in acceptance. Now Sarutobi, as the children were saying, I was also telling you the same thing for some time. It's time that the curriculum be changed. Remove the unnecessary parts and include elemental training, tree climbing and water walking exercises back in the curriculum. The quality of shinobi produced these days is worse than what was just a decade ago. If there is another war, the present genin will not survive against genin from Kumogakure or Iwagakure. Their genin are much stronger. It will be such a shame for the deaths of the present generation. Danzo said. If you can help me in making the new curriculum and also making civilian council accept a new curriculum, then I will implement it. The ninja council will accept it wholeheartedly. Then Naruto-kun, now will you leave me alone so that I can get back to work? Hiruzen said. Nijiji, if you want me, my 2-san and Ka-san can help in making the new curriculum along with Sasuke and my friends if they are interested. Naruto offered. Wait, Minato and Kushina are alive? I thought they truly died, Sarutobi. Danzo asked. No, they are quite dead, but 2-san was a Fuinjutsu master. He made a memory seal that stores the memories of both the creator and his Kage Bunshin. If you channel chakra into the seal, it creates a Kage Bunshin of the creator. There is a limit though, the Kage Bunshin can only go about 15 kilometers from the seal. Naruto explained. So you know about your heritage. If I am not mistaken, then your friend also know from their expressions. Do all of your parents also know? Danzo asked. Everyone but Haruno Saki knows about Naruto's heritage. The kids even know about his Jinchuriki status. Hiruzen said. And what are your views, kids? Danzo asked the kids. He should be treated as a hero for keeping the Kyuubi at bay. Sakura said. Yeah, Naruto-kun should be treated as a hero, instead of the way the civilians treat him. Hinata said. I concur and also believe that Ino and Choji also concur with that. Shikamaru said. Naruto is going to be a demon the day the Shinigami returns the souls it has taken back to life. Sasuke said. That is truly unbelievable. All of you are so open-minded that you accept him for him, and not what he contains. I am truly proud to be called a citizen of Konoha because of people like you. If any of you have any questions for an old, crippled ninja with great experience in information gathering, you can find me at the park on Sundays. I normally sit near the eastern edge in the shades of the trees. Danzo said. Alright Danzo Gigi, I may just ask you. Naruto said before leaving with his friends. So Sarutobi, he has finally started his training. I can't wait to see how he turns out. How good is he with the Kyuubi's chakra? I also believe that Inu hid a lot of his skills. Danzo said. He is very good, and so is Sasuke. From what his guards and trainers said, he will be Jonin in skills by the time he becomes a Genin. Same for Sasuke. Both are Tokubetsu Jonin in Kenjutsu and Ninjutsu. Sasuke's chakra reserves are high Chunin at the moment, and Genjutsu is also high Chunin. Their taijutsu styles were created by themselves and both have created some jutsus. The others of their group are approximately high Genin at the moment. Now Danzo, stay away from them. I will not allow you to recruit them for an Anbu. Sarutobi said. I don't plan to recruit them for any. It would only weaken them. The Mangekyo would be inaccessible by Uchiha-san and the Kyuubi may be able to twist Naruto-san's mind if he had no emotion. I will not allow that. I just ask for permission to supply them with some necessary training. It shall be given under the supervision of your own Anbu. Is that alright, Sarutobi? Hell, I will even train their friends if they train together. Danzo said. I will consider it, now leave me alone. Hiruzen commanded. Okay Sarutobi, just think about the advantages. Danzo said before leaving. Morning, October 3rd, Shinobi Academy. Alright kids, get ready for your written exam. Those who are caught cheating will be failed. You have 2 hours to answer all the questions. Iruka said before handing out the test papers to the students. The exam consisted of chakra theory, basic Fuinjutsu theory, logic and history. After the exam was over, Iruka gave the kids an hour for resting before moving on to the practical part of the exam. Alright kids, let's head outside and have your practical exams. Iruka said. Hi Iruka-sensei, chorused the kids. Once outside, Iruka told the students to get in line and get ready for the kunai, shuriken and saban throwing accuracy test. Shino got 75% accuracy overall, being better at throwing shuriken and kunai. Sakura, Ino, Hinata, Choji and Shikamaru got around 70%, give or take 3%. Kiba was able to get 60%. When it came to Sasuke's turn, he is able to hit the farthest target in the bullseye with all 10 kunai, in the yellow region surrounding the bullseye with all shuriken, and about 3 of 10 saban in the vital areas of a training dummy. Overall, Sasuke got 94% in this test. Naruto repeated the feat with the kunai and shuriken but was able to get 7 of 10 saban in the vital areas of the dummy. Therefore, Naruto got 95% in this test. Alright kids, get ready for your taijutsu test. You will have to survive 5 minutes against Mizuki in unarmed taijutsu to pass the test. If you can get to 10 minutes, you will get extra credit. Now let's start, Aburame Shino. Iruka called. The fights were not very interesting. Shino managed to get to 6 minutes, Kiba to 7, Choji to 6 and Hinata 9. Ino, Shikamaru and Sakura got to 5 minutes before giving up. When Sasuke stepped up, his fan club started swooning. Alright Sasuke, let's begin the exam. Mizuki said before getting into a ready stance. Sasuke, being the speed demon he was, appeared in front of the Chunin and started going through a complex combo of the Toriken style called Tori Renan. It consisted of fast and precise kicks and punches from multiple sides. The combo is based on the user's speed. Faster the user is in comparison to the opponent, more effective the combo is. Sasuke didn't let up and kept pressing his advantage against Mizuki, leaving the Chunin only chances to defend and not retaliate. The whole fight kept on for nearly 10 minutes when Sasuke activated his Sharingan and was able to get some direct and glancing blows to Mizuki just before the timer rang out, signaling the end of the test. Great job Sasuke, not only did you manage to last 10 minutes but also was able to get in quite a few blows in while you came out untouched. You get a 130% in taijutsu. Alright Naruto, you are the last one. Iruka said. The fight was pretty much one-sided. Naruto decided to just play with Mizuki while hiding most of his skills, the same as Sasuke. Naruto decided that revealing his new combo would be nice, and so after defending against Mizuki for nearly 10 minutes, he started the combo which he named Kushina no Ikari. It consisted of redirecting the opponent's blows and at the same time gets hits in. Naruto finished the combo just as the timer rang. Everyone saw that after Naruto ended the combo, Mizuki deftly fell backwards and fainted. Well, I think that wraps the taijutsu test up. Alright kids, take half an hour to rest while we wait for Mizuki to wake up. Anyway Naruto, you also get 130% in taijutsu. It seems that you may end up the Rookie of the Year if you get marks equal to Sasuke's in both the written, ninjutsu and genjutsu exams. We will see what happens. Iruka said. After Mizuki woke up, Iruka called all the students to give their genjutsu exam. The exam consisted of the students suddenly falling under a C-rank genjutsu. The objective is to break out of the genjutsu in the smallest amount of time. Naruto, Hinata, and Sasuke managed to get out of the genjutsu immediately while Kiba was in it for a minute. Their other friends and Shino were able to break out in a few seconds. Alright everyone, let's get to the genjutsu casting. Can either cast the standard genjutsu that has been taught, or you can cast one you created for extra credit. Naruto, you're up, Mizuki said. Making the required hand seals, Naruto casted his own creation genjutsu, Akuma no Sekai, on Mizuki. Mizuki didn't feel any change and had started to tell everyone that the genjutsu failed when he started to mumble nonsense. Naruto immediately released the jutsu when Mizuki started screaming. Everyone just looked at Naruto and wondered what type of genjutsu he had used. Naruto, what genjutsu was that? Iruka asked. It was my own creation genjutsu, Akuma no Sekai. It takes effect after some time, making it nearly impossible to break since people think that the genjutsu failed. It brings out the inner demons of people, their dark desires, their regrets and guilt, and finally turns them against the victim. It is a C-rank jutsu according to Yuhi-san, the genjutsu mistress of Konoha. Naruto said. Alright, you get 150% for identifying and getting out of a C-rank genjutsu, and also creativity and perfect casting of personal genjutsu. Iruka said. The other student gave the exam using the standard genjutsu taught in the academy till it was Sasuke's turn. Sasuke opted for using a Sharingan genjutsu he had created. The genjutsu, Chibi Tsukiyomi, it was a powered-down version of the Tsukiyomi, which is only accessible by Mangekyo users, to be used by normal Sharingan users. It is very difficult to break out of and has a time limit of 24 hours in the world of the Tsukiyomi instead of 72. Great, Sasuke, you get 150% for the same reasons as Naruto. Alright, since everyone has finished the genjutsu exam, let's head on to the ninjutsu exam. Iruka said. The ninjutsu exam was to use Bunshin no Jutsu, Henji no Jutsu, Kawarimi no Jutsu, an elemental ninjutsu of the type the student was aligned to, and as extra credit, 5 jutsus of personal choice. Most of the class kept to the standard 4 jutsus, but Naruto and Sasuke decided to go for the extra credit. Alright Sasuke, let's see what you have got for us. Iruka said, giving Sasuke the permission to proceed. Sasuke performed the Katan Hijutsu, Kitsune by no Jutsu, Right-un, Kaminari Shuriken no Jutsu, Ninpo, Kage Kanai no Jutsu, Right-un, Kaminari Bunshin no Jutsu, and Chidori. Impressive, Sasuke, you get 150% in ninjutsu. Alright Naruto, do your thing. Iruka told Naruto. Naruto performed Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Uzumaki Hijutsu, Chakra Kasari no Kekai no Jutsu, Rasengan, Futon, Kaze Kiba no Yuzu no Jutsu, and Mokuton, Taiho no Jutsu. Everyone was astonished to see the fabled Mokuton used by Naruto. Naruto, how are you able to use the Mokuton? Last I checked, you weren't a senju, so what changed? Iruka asked. No, Iruka-sensei, it is the miracle of Fuinjutsu. I am at the moment the best Fuinjutsu master in Konoha. Gigi told me that I have even surpassed Yandame-sama in Fuinjutsu, and I can vouch for that. I created a seal that will use Bijuu's own chakra to seal the beast, and I won't even have to sacrifice my life in the process. Too bad Yandame-sam didn't think about that, then he would have been alive. Naruto explained. I see, this is truly a great achievement. To be able to emulate a chakra-based bloodline. Do you think it can be possible to recreate the lost Shikuten Kekai Genkai of Sunigakure? Iruka asked. It may be possible if I know the base elements of the Kekai Genkai. Naruto said seriously. It is wind and fire, if I am correct. Anyway, you get 150% just like Sasuke. Iruka said. Now everyone wait outside till I have graded your papers. Iruka said. After waiting for an hour, during which time Sasuke asked if the Mangekyo Sharingan could be activated by Fuinjutsu, to which Naruto said that it may be possible and that he would look into it. When the hour was up, Iruka called all of his students in and gave them the results. Sasuke became the Rookie of the Year as he got much better grades in the written part than Naruto. Sakura ended up as the top kunoichi of their class, while Ino came a close second. After giving everyone their hitaites, Iruka told everyone that passed to return to the academy a week from now for team placements. Guys, how about a big celebratory dinner courtesy of the Uzumaki and Uchiha clan heads? Naruto asked. When did I agree with your plan for being one of the hosts for the dinner, Naruto? Sasuke asked. If I remember correctly, I said that you are on your own in this. Sasuke, I will take care of the food and everything with Kage Bunshin. You will only have to act the gracious host, you introvert. Naruto said. So what do you guys think? Even you two are welcome, Shino-san and Dog Breath. It will be a pleasure, Naruto-san. But where do you live? Shino asked, which was the most he spoke outside of answering a verbal question out of class. Why don't we inform your parents, and then head over to my place, Shino-san? Naruto said. Hi. Shino replied. Sure, Naruto. I would love to attend dinner at your place. What about you, Akamaru? Kiba said. Akamaru just wagged his tail and started jumping about in enthusiasm. None of us girls have any plans. In fact, we were planning to spend some time at the public onsen before going home for dinner, so we are free to attend. Sakura said, while the other Ino and Hinata nodded their heads. Now then you guys can use the onsen at the compound. Naruto said. Arigato Naruto/Naruto-kun. Sakura, Ino, and Hinata said, troublesome. I will go and inform Ka-san about me having dinner at your place, and then come over. Shikamura said, I will be munch there in a munch few hours. Naruto munch. I just have to munch. Tell Ka-san munch not to cook dinner munch for me munch. Choji said, alright guys, let's wait and pick up the Konohamaru brigade. They should be out in a few minutes. Naruto said just before Konohamaru and his two friends came out. Hey boss, can we go to your palsy for your celebratory dinner? Konohamaru asked while his friends Udan and Moegi nodded their heads. No, we just have to go inform Shino-san's parents that he will be joining us. So let's go, see you later Shika and Choji. Naruto said while everyone said their goodbyes to the duo. Late afternoon, October 3rd, Aburame clan compound. I and my associates would like to meet Tusama if he is free. Shino stated. He is Shino-sama. Just enter his office, the Aburame guard said. After entering the room, everyone came to see a person looking like an older Shino. This person was Aburame Shibi, the clan head of the Aburame clan. Hi, what do you and your associates want, Shino? Shibi asked. The Aburame-sama, I just wish to inform you that I have invited Shino-san to my home tonight for dinner with all of my other friends. Since it is the first time he will be going there, I thought it wise to inform you myself. Hokage-jiji told me that you know about my heritage, being one of the first to figure it out. Naruto said to Shino's confusion. Hi, the whole shinobi council was informed about your heritage. I was surprised to find out that you were truly an Uzumaki. I never thought Kushina-san as a true-blood Uzumaki. Shibi said to Shin's growing confusion. Nishi was the museum of Uzumaki Hikaru, the last Uzukage. Therefore I am descendant from two Kages and related to two others through Senju Uzumaki Mido, the wife of the Shodai Hokage. Naruto stated. Anyway, I have work to do, so all of you may leave. Shino, you have permission to go to Naruto-san's house. Arigato Naruto-san for trusting my son with such an important secret. Shibi said. After leaving the Aburame compound, everyone headed towards the Namikaze estate where Naruto decided to explain everything to Shino while his Kage Bunshin cooked dinner, and the girls were resting at the onsen. Evening, October 3rd, Namikaze estate. Hey boss, Sasuke needs and tell us what genjutsu and ninjutsu you did for the exam? Konohamaru asked while Udan and Moegi nodded their heads. I did the Katan Hijutsu, Kitsune by no Jutsu, right done, Kaminari Shuriken no Jutsu, Ninpo, Kage Kanai no Jutsu, right done, Kaminari Bunshin no Jutsu and Chidori for the ninjutsu and genjutsu, Chibitsukyomi for genjutsu. Sasuke said, I did the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Uzumaki Hijutsu, Chakra Kasari no Kekai no Jutsu, Rasengan, Futon, Kaze Kiba no Yuzu no Jutsu and Mokuton, Taiho no Jutsu for ninjutsu and genjutsu, Akuma no Sekai for genjutsu. Naruto said, wow, that is so cool. I can't believe that both of you have completed your own genjutsus. Konohamaru said with enthusiasm. Just one question though boss, how did you do the Mokuton, Taiho no Jutsu? I believe that you are a Namikaze and Uzumaki. Moegi asked. True that I am a Namikaze and Uzumaki, but what are the Uzumaki and my Tusan famous for? Naruto asked. The Uzumaki are famous for their Kenjutsu and Fuinjutsu skills, while Yandame-sama is famous for his Fuinjutsu knowledge. I still don't know what is of relevance there. Moegi said. Fuinjutsu is the answer, Moegi. Am I right, Naruto-kun? Minato asked, appearing behind the Moegi in a yellow flash. Right, Tusan. I was able to finally create the elemental chakra emulation seal. It allowed me to get near perfect mastery of the 5 basic elements, but it still has some kinks in the formula. After it is completely tested, I will offer it to my friends. The only problem is that you can only emulate 2 extra elements without any problem. You will have to be a Jinchuriki to be able to adapt to more. Naruto said. You do know that if Shina-chan hears about this she will kill you, right? Minato asked. Anyway, how did you emulate the Mokuton? And can you show the Mokuton, Taiho no Jutsu? I had a little help from Danzo-jiji giving me the required information along with Yamato-san. Danzo-jiji also gave me enough information to recreate the Santen Kekai Genkai. The interesting fact is that the Kekai Genkai seals change the genetics a little and permanently induces the Kekai Genkai in the person. Naruto said. I also found a very strange thing about the Uzumaki Kekai Genkai. It seems that the large chakra capacity of an Uzumaki is not the Kekai Genkai. The female Kekai Genkai is Kenzen Tentai. It allows the female Uzumaki access to the mind eye of Kagaya, the strongest sensor ability, and the ability to heal anyone with their blood. It also gives the Uzumaki the ability to regenerate lost limbs. Males get the regeneration aspect to a lesser extent. The male Kekai Genkai is a dojutsu, the first dojutsu to be exact. One of my Kage Bunshin read it in the special scroll I brought from the Uzukage vault. The dojutsu is the Renegan, the legendary dojutsu of the Rikudo Sennin. Naruto said before continuing. I was meddling with trying to activate the dojutsu with Fuinjutsu from Hikaru-jiji's notes, and was able to do it. The problem was that it can't be deactivated like the Sharingan and Byakugan. I had to use a seal to suppress the dojutsu. As long as the seal is active, the dojutsu is deactivated. Naruto said. Does your Ka-san know about that? She is the person who should know about that. Minato stated. Haika-chan knows about the Kekai Genkai but not about my experiment. Naruto replied. So that's the reason why you said that the Mangekyo may be accessible using Fuinjutsu. Also, can you apply the Doton seal on me? Having Katon and Raiton, both offensive releases, are tedious. Sasuke said. Sasuke, just let me complete the final base element's seals. After the seal is applied and assimilated into your system, you will be able to use Doton Jutsu even in the middle of an ocean, just as the Night Aim could do Suigun Jutsu without a water source. Hell, I will also apply the Raiton and Katon enhancement seals which will make you a true master of the Katon and Raiton elements. Naruto said. Arigato Naruto, but do you have the enhancement seal on you? Sasuke asked. Hi, I have already tested the seals. I can use S-ranked Futon Jutsu with minimum hand seals, just like you will be able to. Naruto said. Guys, I will be gone for a week as Akane-chan had told me to go to MT Kyodai for the start of my senjutsu training. Everyone acknowledged Naruto and got back to what they were doing. After some time dinner was ready, so everyone went to the dining room and had their dinner. The guests then left for their homes, while Sasuke went up to bed. Naruto decided to go and inform Hiruzen of his imminent departure, and so he left with Yugogo towards the Hokage Tower to see if he was there. Late evening, October 3rd, Hokage Tower. Upon arriving at the Hokage Tower, Naruto and Yugogo saw that a young girl had snuck out of the tower with a large scroll strapped to her back. That is the forbidden scroll which contains Konoha's Kenjutsu. What is that girl doing? Yugogo thought. Naruto-kun, we must apprehend the girl. She has stolen the Yugogo trailed off when Naruto finished. Forbidden scroll containing Konoha's Kenjutsu. I know what that is as I also have a forbidden scroll containing Yuzushio's Kenjutsu. The only question is why would she steal it? There must be more to this. I will send a Kage Bunshin to alert Gigi that we are following the culprit to the mastermind behind this. Naruto said before sending the Kage Bunshin. The duo followed the girl to a secluded clearing near the Hokage monument, when they received their orders from Hiruzen through Naruto's Kage Bunshin. They were to wait and apprehend the true mastermind behind this and also to see if the girl was a victim or accomplice. As they were waiting, Naruto saw that the girl was a classmate of his called Shibuya Yuri. She is an orphan with light blue hair and bright green eyes and a cute face with whisker marks similar to Naruto's. Naruto knew that Yuri had a bit of trouble with genjutsu and chakra control. In fact, she took twice the amount of time to master the tree climbing exercise than what she should have, and the Bunshin no Jutsu she couldn't even perform. Naruto always thought that she had greater amount of chakra than what a girl her age should have. It was confirmed when she mastered the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. It was impossible for an academy student to master the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. A high Chunin level chakra capacity is required to create a Kage Bunshin without danger of chakra exhaustion. She made 20 and without even panting from the exertion. Just as Yuri managed to master the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Irika appeared. Irika-sensei, see, I have mastered the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu from the Forbidden Scroll, just like Mizuki-sensei said. So do I pass the secret exam and become a ninja? Yuri asked. What do you mean pass the exam, and what are you doing stealing the Forbidden Scroll? We must get to Hokage-sama and tell him of Mizuki's betrayal. Irika said seriously just before Mizuki appeared. Well, it seems that the loyal dog Irika has figured out of my secret plan. Too bad, if you didn't appear here then the real demon brat would have died tonight, and I would have made a clean getaway to Orochimaru-sama after acquiring the scroll. Mizuki stated. What do you mean, Mizuki? We all know who the Jinchuriki is. Yuri is innocent. Irika stated while getting ready to attack Mizuki. What you don't know? The Sandaime lied to everyone. Naruto is not the Jinchuriki. He was just a scapegoat, just as the Yondaime wanted. He couldn't sacrifice his own Sochi, so he chose the daughter of his closest friend and his goddaughter who was orphaned just moments before. Mizuki said before suddenly throwing a Fuma Shuriken at Yuri. Yuri in her shocked state was unable to react, while Naruto and Yugogo was also similarly shocked at learning that Yuri was Naruto's godsister. Irika saw Yuri's shocked state and acted to protect her, taking the Fuma Shuriken in his chest. Run, Yuri, get out of here and find Anbu and tell them had happened. I will hold Mizuki off as long as I can. Irika shouted, snapping Yuri out of her trance. As Yuri was turning to flee, Yugogo shined in front of her, while Naruto used Hiruzen to appear in front of Irika. Don't fear, Yuri-chan, Nico-chan will take care of you and Irika-sensei. Let me deal with Mizuki team. Naruto said while he did the Kuchios no Jutsu to summon Yuumi to heal Irika. Yuumi-chan, will you please heal Irika-sensei while I deal with the traitor? Naruto said. Leave the traitor alive, Naruto-kun. He deserves to live and suffer, not die and be at peace. Yuumi said before turning to attend to Irika's injuries. Now Mizuki team, I don't know where you heard that little tidbit of information about Yuri-chan being the Kyuubi Jinchuriki and about our relationship with the Yondaime, but for your information, I truly am the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. It may be possible that Tusan had sealed the yin half of the Kyuubi in Yuri instead of himself, but I have the yang half of the Kyuubi sealed in me. Naruto said. What? But Orochimaru-sama's information is rarely wrong, of course. He got confused when he learned that Yuri is the Jinchuriki and believed that the Sandaime had lied. Anyway, You don't stand a chance against me. Not only did I hide my true abilities, I also held back in your exam. Just because you dominated me in the exam doesn't mean that you can defeat me, Mizuki stated with arrogance. No, I will not only defeat you but also humiliate you, Databeo, Naruto said before drawing the Shino Kaze. This was Kachan's sword that gave her the name Konoha's Red Death. Now it is back in use and will carry on the legacy of protecting Konoha in my hands. With that said, Naruto suddenly vanished and appeared before Mizuki and slashed at his thighs, getting size-able cuts. Mizuki didn't even have time to react as Naruto followed up with a quick and precise slash at Mizuki's stomach. This time Mizuki was just able to avoid most of the strike but still got a minor stab wound in his stomach. It seems that you have told the truth, but I will not let Orochimaru-sama down, Mizuki stated while drawing two kunai and charged at Naruto. Naruto calmly started parrying Mizuki's strikes and waited for an opening to finish the fight. While the fight between Mizuki and Naruto was going on, Iruka and Yuri was looking on in amazement at the high level of mastery Naruto was showing in Kenjutsu. He is truly amazing, isn't he? He has mastered both single-wielding and double-wielding substyles of the Shinomai, the legendary Uzumaki Kenjutsu style. When I first started teaching him and Sasuke Kenjutsu, I believed that they were prodigies of Itachi's caliber, but now I can see that both are far better. Sasuke and Naruto are the same level in Kenjutsu, they are even better than me. The only thing that they lack is experience in live combat, Yugogo said. Yeah, I can believe that. Both were neck to neck, trying to outdo the other and be the best, yet they were best friends, Iruka said. You have yet to see both the kids' true potential. I believe that they will be at the level of Hashirama and Madara soon, Yumi said before everyone turned back to the fight. Is that the best you can do, Mizuki-team? Naruto taunted after jumping away. That's it, I will kill you, Naruto, then I will search for and rape each of your female friends, and then kill them along with all of your male friends, Mizuki shouted in rage. At that declaration Naruto lowered his head while his eyes were shadowed by his hair. For saying that, you will suffer worse than what I was going to do to you. I never planned to use Injutsu, but it is time that I end this. Mokutan, Taiho no Jutsu, Naruto said with venom in his usually cheerful voice after finishing the hand seals for the jutsu. Wooden cannon grew out of the ground and attached to Naruto's right hand. After that, Naruto directed the cannon towards Mizuki and rapidly started firing wooden stakes at Mizuki. Being tired and injured from the previous battle with Naruto, he was unable to dodge the stakes and was impaled at multiple places before fainting from pain and blood loss. Alright, let's take the team to the hospital. Are you alright, Iruka-sensei? How is he, Yumi-chan? Naruto asked. He shall be fine with some rest, Naruto-kun. I will see you later at the compound, Naruto-kun, sayonara, Yumi said before reverse summoning back to the compound. Night, October 3rd, Hokage Tower. And that's what had happened, Hokage-sama, Yuri said while Naruto and Yugogo confirmed her story. Alright, Naruto-kun, your first mission is a success, so congratulations, Naruto-kun, for a successful B-ranked mission. Najiji, before we leave I want to ask, is Yuri-chan the Kyuubi Jinchuriki containing the Ien-half? And is she truly the goddaughter of Tusan? Naruto asked. Hi Naruto-kun, both of them are true. Gomen for keeping that a secret, but I wanted to protect her from the masses. I knew that the people of Konoha may accept you one day as you are their beloved Yondame's Sochi. She would have had a worse life and I couldn't come to put her through that. Also I would have had to tell the council about the Jinchuriki. Your Shishiyui had wished that you were looked at as a hero. I didn't think that the civilian council would have spread that knowledge to the civilians. For that, Gomen again, to both of you, Hiruzen said. Nayuri-chan, why don't you move in with me and Sasuke at the Namikaze compound? There are seals that have the memories of Tusan and Kachan stored in them. You just have to channel chakra in them and they will create Kage Bunshin of Kachan and Tusan. My Kage Bunshin will go and introduce you to them, and then you can stay over tonight. Also Gigi, I am leaving for a week to MT Kyodai for training with Akane-san, Naruto said. Alright Naruto-kun, be sure to come and meet me when you return to let me know how the training went. Also Yugogo-chan, will you please test Yuri-chan and see if she is fit to be a kunoichi, as I am sure that Mizuki had tampered with Yuri's tests and studies, Hiruzen said. Hi Hokage-sama, Yugogo said. Sure Gigi, I will be sure to remember that, sayonara, Naruto said before leaving with Yugogo and Yuri. Night, October 3rd, Namikaze estate. Alright Yugogo-chan, Yuri-chan, I will leave you here. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Kuchios no Jutsu, Akane, Naruto said performing the two jutsus one after the other. It seems that you have finally become a ninja. Alright, let's get ready to go to MT Kyodai and start your senjutsu training. Be warned, there is a time dilation at MT Kyodai. 1 day here is 2 weeks there, Akane said before reverse summoning Naruto and herself to MT Kyodai. Morning, October 10th, Namikaze estate. I wonder when Naruto-san will return. Today is the team selection. If he doesn't show up he will be sent into the Shinobi Reserve Forces. A girl with light blue hair, bright green eyes and whisker marks on her cheeks thought. Anyway, you should get ready for the selections yourself, Yuri. The girl named Yuri thought to herself, getting up from her bed. After getting ready, Yuri went to the sitting room and channeled a large amount of chakra to 2 different yet identical Fuinjutsu arrays. Two smoke clouds announced the creation of the memory Kage Bunshin of Namikaze Minato and Namikaze Uzumaki Kushina. Ah, good morning Yuri-chan, I hope that you had a good night's sleep. Minato asked his goddaughter. Hi Yandame-sama, I slept like a baby and a good morning to the both of you. Yuri replied. No, don't call me that, Yuri-chan. You know that I hate formalities. Minato grumbled. Yuri-chan just called you by your rightful title, Minato-kun. You are still respected as the greatest Kage of all the Kages of the past. Anyway, has Naruto-chan returned from MT Kyodai yet? It's 8 in the morning and he must reach the academy for team placements by 10. Kushina said. I had the same thought when I woke up, Kushina-sama. I wonder what he is doing there. Yuri said. Oh, hello Kushina-san, Yuri-san and Yandame-sama. I will go have a shower and come down for breakfast. Sasuke said after entering the sitting room. Alright Sasuke-kun, just remember that you have team placements today at 10. Kushina said while the others waved meekly. Outside in the Namikaze training grounds, there was a large cloud of smoke and out of that smoke appeared a blonde kid with moderately long spiky hair in a ponytail. Wearing a black jumpsuit with blue, orange and gold stripes, a red sash and a black haori with orange flame, blue-white wave and red whirlpool patterns and a large golden phoenix in the middle. Behind the boy was a large exotic-looking bird with red and gold plumage. The boy was Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto, the Pyoix Sannin in the making and the Jinchuriki of the Kyubi no Kitsune. The bird is a phoenix by the name of Akane, and she is the phoenix sage. Arigato Akane-chan for taking time to teach me the basics of sage mode. I may have not mastered it yet, but at last will be able to use it during a pinch where using Kyubi's chakra is not feasible. I will keep meditating an hour or two each day while I try and master it. Naruto said. You are being excited again, Naruto-kun. To truly master sage mode you must be calm at all times. Also only use that jutsu on others as a last resort. You may use it on yourself without incident, but the Shinigami shall not take kindly to the resurrection of dead souls. Akane reminded Naruto. Hi and Gomen Akane-chan. Also you don't have to worry about that. I have already made peace with the death of my Ka-chan and Tusan. Naruto said. Good, then see you sometime in the future, Phoenix Sannin. Akane said with pride before returning to MT Kyodai. Alright, let's see what everyone is up to, and how Yuri-chan is doing. Naruto thought as he headed toward the Namikaze mansion. After entering the mansion, Naruto was greeted by the sight of Yugago walking to the dining room with a Hittite in her hand. Following with the greatest amount of stealth he could muster, Naruto followed Yugago to the dining room and came to stand just behind her. There you are, Yuri. Hokage-sama has sent you your Hittite. After checking your written test again, and from my assessment of your practical skills, you have scored enough to be an average academy student. It seems that Mizuki had been tampering with your scores ever since he found out about you. So here is your Hittite. Now get ready for team selections and get to the Hokage office. Hokage-sama has decided to experiment with the teams this year, and so he will announce the team selections himself. You are going to accompany him to the academy so that there are no problems. Yugago said while tossing the Hittite to the stunned girl. When Yugago turned around she was surprised to see Naruto standing right behind her without her being able to sense him. Ohio Naruto-kun, how was your training with the phoenixes? Yugago asked. The Yugago-chan, it was great. I can now access a rudimentary form of the Phoenix Sage mode, making me the first Phoenix Sannin in 3 centuries. Even Hikaru was unable to learn Sage mode. I just have to train and perfect the Sage mode and also find a way to balance Nature Chakra, Bijou Chakra and my Chakra to access both Sage mode and Bijou mode at the same time. So what are you doing here? I believe that after I became a Genin, you, Kakashi Nizan and Yamato-san were supposed to return to your normal duties from now on. Naruto asked. Hi, I just came to give Yuri the good news that Hokage-sama has decided to make her a Genin also. Anyway, sayonara everyone. Yugago said before using Shunshin no Jutsu to leave. It's good to see that you are adjusting just fine, Yuri-chan. Naruto said. Hi, I had a very pleasant adjustment phase due to Indame-sama and Kushina-sama. Yuri replied, but essay that Naruto had straight to address Sasuke already. Hey Sasuke, it's nearly 9 and we have to reach the academy before our fan clubs start swarming us, so eat faster. Good morning Ka-chan, Tusan. Naruto said. I am eating as fast as I can without choking Naruto. We waited for you for some time before having breakfast, so quit yapping. Sasuke said in an irritated tone. Let the boy eat, Naruto-chan. Anyway, do you really have access to Sage mode? Kushina asked. Hi, but time to get into Sage mode is quite long for being effective in a sudden attack. The only reprieve is that I can have Kage Bunshin gather Senjutsu Chakra and dispel to give me the chakra during a fight. Naruto said. Really, Naruto-kun, then you may have found the solution to the greatest weakness of using Sage mode. I myself was a Gamma Sannin just like Jiraiya-sensei. And that was why I rarely used Senjutsu. Also, what did you mean by a rudimentary grasp of Sage mode, and how can Kage Bunshin gather Senjutsu Chakra without turning to stone? Minato asked. I don't fuse with any sage to enter Sage mode like the other Sannin have done. I learned to gather and balance the Nature Chakra to produce Senjutsu Chakra in my chakra coils by myself. That is why I said rudimentary grasp on the concept. The process takes about a minute to 2 minutes. That is too long a time to make much difference. I have planned to get faster in gathering and balancing nature chakra. When I can enter Sage mode in 3 seconds or less, then I will have a master-level grasp of Sage mode. Akane-chan can enter Sage mode in less than 3 seconds. Naruto said, what you have already done is a great achievement in Senjutsu. Be proud to be known as a true Sennin. Jiraiya-sensei is good, but he requires either Ma or Pa's help to enter Sage mode. Ma and Pa are the 2 elder sages of the Gamma clan. Minato said, now I would like to stay and chat, but it's already 9:15. Me and Sasuke have to go. I will send a Kage Bunshin with Yuri-chan to go and inform Gigi about my return. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. Naruto said, making a Kage Bunshin while leaving the dining room with Sasuke and heading for the door. Morning, October 10th, Hokage office. Sarutobi Hiruzen was smoking his pipe and waiting for Yuri and the Jonin sensei to arrive. 2 Kage Bunshin of the aged Hokage could be seen doing the paperwork. As he was thinking what is taking Yuri and the Jonin sensei so long, there was a knock at the door. Come in, Hiruzen said, after which Yuri entered with Naruto right behind her. Good morning to you, Yuri-chan and Naruto-kun. I have been expecting both of you, Hiruzen said with a smile. Ohio Hokage-sama, Yuri said before retreating a little. It's good to see you, Gigi. As the boss had promised, I have come to inform you that the boss has returned and is at the academy waiting for team placements. Now what is this I hear about you making the team placement announcements yourself this year? Also, what is this rumor that you are planning to experiment with the teams this year? Naruto questioned the old Hokage. I never thought that he would come in and start asking such things out of the blue, Hiruzen thought while sweat dropping. You will find out during team placements, Naruto-kun. So you may dispel now. I must leave as the Jonin senseis have finally arrived, Hiruzen said at the end when he saw that the Jonin senseis had arrived in Shunshin no Jutsus. Alright, Gigi, but get to the academy as soon as you can, or you will have to explain why all of the Naruto and Sasuke fan club members are in intensive care. They are getting extremely bothersome, Naruto said before dispelling. Alright everyone, let's head over to the academy before Naruto and Sasuke end up putting their respective fan clubs in the hospital, Hiruzen said before leading everyone out of the room. Morning, October 10th, Shinobi Academy. Ha ha ha, Naruto suddenly burst out laughing. What are you laughing about, Naruto? What did your Kage Bunshin do this time? Sasuke asked while the rest of their friends just looked mildly amused. The rest of the class looked confused. My Kage Bunshin said that if Gigi doesn't reach the academy for his announcements soon, me and Sasuke will send our respective fan clubs into intensive care. Ha ha ha, I wish that you guys could see his face. Oh wait, just a minute, Naruto said and unsealed his Fuinjutsu supplies and started making a Fuinjutsu array on the empty paper tag that he unsealed. After the complex Fuinjutsu array was complete, he channeled chakra into the seal and tossed it to the front of the classroom. After a burst of smoke, everyone could see Hiruzen standing by the desk with a look of pure horror on his face. It was at this time that Hiruzen, Yuri and the Jonin senseis entered the room. Ha ha ha, Naruto laughed out at the expressions of all the people in the room. Let me guess, I was just duped by you, wasn't I? Hiruzen stated, looking directly at Naruto. Hi, I can't believe that you actually thought that I and Sasuke would do such a thing, Gigi. Ha ha ha, Naruto stated before he started laughing again. With your track record of threatening anyone who insults your friends and your prankster legacy, I thought that you may just do such a thing, Hiruzen said. Gigi, that is cold. I would never harm an innocent, Naruto said. Alright, well, you have your Kage Bunshin that has hinged into me, dispel, Hiruzen said. Gigi, that isn't a hinged Kage Bunshin. That is a still astral projection of my memory. It will remain till the chakra I infused in the Fuinjutsu array remains, Naruto explained. That seal may be extremely useful. Can you have the seal supplied to me at my office in bulk? I can't believe that Jiraiya didn't think of such an array, Hiruzen said. Hi Gigi, just get me the number and I will have it delivered by a Kage Bunshin in 2 days of placing the order, free of cost but only for you, Naruto said. Alright Naruto-kun, send me about 1,000 tags. And how does it work? Hiruzen asked. You have to think of the memory and channel your chakra into the array before throwing the tag. When the tag hits a solid surface, it starts the memory projection. It is a variation of Tusan's memory storage seal, Naruto explained. Hokage-sama, don't you have some announcements to make? Sasuke asked. Gomen, I got distracted by Naruto-kun's very useful seal. Ahem, alright kids, I have decided to perform an experiment this year. Each team shall be led by a Jonin sensei. A Tokubetsu Jonin sensei shall also be joining each of the teams. The teams are as follows, Hiruzen said and started to read off names from a list and assigning each team a number. Haruno Sakura, Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto, Shibuya Yuri and Uchiha Sasuke. You shall have Hataki Kakashi as Jonin sensei and Mitarashi Anko as Tokubetsu Jonin sensei. You shall be Team 7 or Team Kakashi. Aburame Shino, Hyuga Hinata and Inuzuka Kiba. You shall have Yuhi Kurenai as Jonin sensei and Shirane Ginma as Tokubetsu Jonin sensei. You shall be Team 8 or Team Kurenai. Team 9 is Maido Guy's team still in rotation. Teams 9 come in please, Hiruzen said. Team 9, also known as Team Guy, came in lead by Maido Guy in his ever-present green spandex, large bushy eyebrows and bowl-cut hair. Following Guy, a clone of Guy came in. This clone was Guy's prized student Rock Lee, a kid who couldn't use chakra. Following Lee was a girl with her hair in 2 buns and wearing a Chinese-style dress. This girl was Higurashi Tenten, the Konoha's weapon mistress. Following Tenten, a boy with pale lavender eyes came in. He had a sneer on his face and long blue hair. Most of all, when he looked at Hinata, his facial expression turned to disgust as started to glare at her. This boy was Hyuga Niji, Hinata's cousin and member of the Hyuga branch house. Alright Team Guy, I am assigning Gakko Hate as your Tokubetsu Jonin Sensei. Akimichi Choji, Nara Shikamaru and Yamanaka Ino. You shall have Sarutobi Asuma as Jonin Sensei and Marino Ibiki as Tokubetsu Jonin Sensei. You shall be Team 10 or Team Asuma. Now normally there is supposed to be a test that sees if the team is feasible or not, but I have decided to change that. Each team is like a living being. The members of the team are the lifeblood of the team. For a team to function flawlessly, teamwork is a must. Normally Genin are given D-ranked missions to start. From this year, Academy students shall do D-ranked missions. All of you are better trained than your predecessors. So after you become a Genin, each Genin team is expected to start performing C-ranked missions. You have 1 week to get to know each other and work on your teamwork. The most important thing Abuti being a ninja is to look underneath the underneath. This is what Namikaze Minato, Konoha no Kiroi Senko, the Yandame Hokage and Naruto-kun's Tusen believed in and had taught his students the same thing. Hatake Kakashi being the sole survivor of his first, and only Genin team. Also congratulations to all of you for being the first batch to pass the new and improved academy curriculum. Hiruzen said, Nijiji, so you believe that I am strong enough now to reveal my heritage? Naruto asked. Hi Naruto-kun, both you and Sasuke-kun will be classified as A-rank nin after you get some experience. Both of you have the skills that are equivalent to the skills of a mid-jonin. Sasuke's chakra reserves are approaching Sannin level, while you have Bija level chakra. Also both of you have Tsunade's level of control over your chakra at such a young age. You two are the pride of Konoha from your generation. Everyone be at the village square at 1 o'clock today. I shall make a public announcement. Hiruzen said before turning to the Jonin sensei. They are all yours. Now I must have Anbu spread the news of the announcement, and inform a couple of people to be in the Kage Tower before then. Naruto-kun, please be in my office before then. Hiruzen said, Nijiji take a Harashin kunai. I will leave a Kage bunshin in the crowd and have it dispel to inform me when you shall introduce me. I shall then appear in a yellow flash while in Phoenix Sage mode. Naruto said, Alright Naruto-kun, throw me a kunai. Hiruzen said and then deftly caught the kunai that Naruto had tossed to him before leaving via Shunshin. After Hiruzen left, the Jonin sensei came forward and introduced themselves before taking their assigned team to the training grounds where their Toketsu Jonin sensei was waiting. Late morning, October 10th, Training Ground 7. Alright guys, let's get the introductions out of the way. Your name, likes, dislikes, hobbies, and dreams. You first, Yuri. Kakashi said. Kakashi sensei, how about you go first and show us how it is done? Yuri asked. Alright Yuri. My name is Hatake Kakashi. I have many likes, I have many dislikes, my hobbies are not for children to know, and my dreams are none of your business. Alright, your turn, Yuri. Kakashi said. All I learned was his name. Yuri thought. My name is Shibuya Yuri. I like eating dango, reading books and training. I dislike perverts, rapists and those who treat others unfairly. My hobby is sewing. My dream is to become the best kunoichi I can be. Yuri finished. My name is Haruno Sakura. I like Sasuke-kun, reading, medics and spending time with my friends. I dislike perverts and rapists. My hobby is learning Iriajutsu and Genjutsu. My dreams are to be a great medic like Tsunade-sama, and helping Sasuke-kun to achieve his dream. Sakura said. I am Uchiha Sasuke. I like my best friend Naruto, training, eating tomatoes and hanging out with my friends. I dislike hypocrites and those who waste their time with fancies. My hobbies is training and creating new ninjutsu. My dreams are to resurrect my clan to greater glory, to free my Aniki from his guilt and to help Naruto achieve his dream. Sasuke said, I am the great Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto. I like ramen, my friends, training and fuinjutsu. I dislike perverts, hypocrites, and the ignorant. My hobbies are training, creating new ninjutsu and fuinjutsu. My dreams are to become the greatest Hokage the world will ever see and to help Sasuke realize his dreams. My ambition is to protect my friends and Konoha with everything I have. Naruto said, Alright Gaki's my name is Mitarashi Enko, Konoha's snake mistress. I absolutely love dango and my best friends Kurenai, Hana and Yudago. I dislike perverts, rapists and hypocrites. My hobby is training in Training Ground 44 aka the Forest of Death. My dream is to be rid of my curse seal. Enko said, Enko-sensei, can I look at your curse seal? I may be able to remove it. Naruto said, Alright Naruto-kun. Enko said before showing Naruto her curse seal, that Baka team. He calls this abomination a seal. Orochimaru may be a Sannin but he is a complete moron when it comes to fuinjutsu. You have two choices, Anko-sensei. I can remove it, but the damage to your chakra coils may kill you. The second choice is, I can modify the seal and remove all the malicious parts while upgrading the seal. It will give you access to greater power. The same Orochi team had wanted, but without the corrupting aspects. So what do you say? Naruto asked. I will think about it, Naruto-kun. When I have made my choice, I will let you know. Anko said. Guys, it's almost 1 in the afternoon. We have to reach the village square. Sakura stated. Sakura is right. Naruto, are you sending your Kage Bunshin with us? Sasuke asked. Hi, I will meditate and start gathering Senjutsu chakra. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. Naruto stated before creating a Kage Bunshin in the end. Alright guys, let's head out now. Kakashi said and lead the others and the Kage Bunshin towards the village square while leaving Naruto behind to meditate. Afternoon, October 10th, Konoha Village Square. As the whole village was standing and waiting for Hiruzen's announcements, people were speculating at what their Hokage had to say. Is there going to be a war again? Pondered a civilian. Is the demon brat going to be finally executed? Wondered another. Will Sandaime-sama announce his next successor? Thought a ninja. Kakashi, Anko, Sakura, Sasuke and Naruto's Kage Bunshin reached the square just before Hiruzen appeared at the balcony of the Hokage Tower. We made it in time. I thought we would be late. Sakura stated. Quite, Sakura. Hokage-sama is about to begin. Sasuke said. Dear citizens of Konoha, I have finally decided that it is time to reveal great secret to the world. Hiruzen said as the gathered citizens started murmuring amongst themselves. Everyone quieted down when Hiruzen continued. Our beloved Yondaime Hokage, as you all know, had sacrificed himself to defeat the Kyuubi no Kitsune. What you don't know is that he had a Sochi. I will let his and his wife reveal the identity of their Sochi. Hiruzen said before stepping back and letting Minato and Kushina take the stage. People of Konoha, first I must say that I am extremely disappointed that the village which loves me so much didn't listen to my last wish and had hunted down poor Naruto. My last wish was that Naruto be seen as a hero for his sacrifice. For those who don't know, a Bijuu can't be killed. It can only be sealed into a living being, a newborn child. This child is known as the Jinchuriki of the Bijuu he/she has sealed within. Naruto is that child, and it is a wonder that he still wishes to protect Konoha instead of destroying it for all the civilians have done to him. The life of a Jinchuriki is hard, having to deal with their Bijuu trying to take over using the vessel's negative emotions. Minato stated before pausing to let what he said sink in. Now, as I had many great enemies, I had asked Sandaime-sama to hide my legacy. All of you have met him and most have treated him badly, yet he has decided to protect Konoha like his Two-san and Ka-chan before him. It is time for him to come forth and reveal himself, as he is now strong enough to defend himself from most A-ranked ninja. Come forward, Sochi, and reveal yourself. Minato said just before Naruto's Kage Bunshin dispelled. In a bright orange flash, Naruto appeared with Phoenix Sage mode activated. He had a pair of wings made of gold and scarlet flames, while his whole body was ablaze. His eyes had changed color to gold with slit pupils. The most astonishing sight was the form the flames that were covering were taking. A phoenix-like apparition could be seen around Naruto, made of the flames. At first no one was able to recognize Naruto until he deactivated Sage Mode and revealed himself to Konoha as Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto. When Naruto revealed himself, most of the elder generation of Konoha was in denial while Naruto's generation looked at him in awe. People of Konoha, you have always known me as the village pariah, the demon brat, and the prankster king of Konoha. As Two-san had said, my name is Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto, the Sochi of Namikaze Minato and Namikaze Uzumaki Kushina. Most of the elder generation had poisoned my generation against me. Some had even tried to kill me when I was 6. But I have accepted that all of you are ignorant about Fuinjutsu, and so I forgive you. I will also protect Konoha with my life if I have to, just as every hero of Konoha had, even Two-san. This is my word to you, the people of Konoha, and I never go back on my word, as it is my nindo. Naruto said. As Naruto ended his speech, Naruto's generation and the ninja in the crowd started to cheer while most the elder generation had the decency to lower their heads in remorse. Also a warning, if anyone starts treating me differently just because of my parents, I will use my limitless chakra capacity and create Kage Bunshin to prank those hypocrites to the next century. The only exceptions are those who had always treated me kindly like Ichiraku Tsuchijiji and his daughter Ayamichan, though I prefer informality more. Just ask Sandaime-jiji if you don't believe me. Naruto said before Hiruzen started to speak. That is what I had wanted to reveal to you, Konoha. Now one more thing, Minato and Kushina are in fact dead. Minato shall explain how he and Kushina are present here. Arigato Sandaime-sama. Now people of Konoha, you all know that I was a Fuinjutsu master. The best in the elemental nations at the time. Before that fateful day when I and my wife had died, I had created a Fuinjutsu array, a seal that stored the memories of the person who had added their blood to the seal first. When channeling chakra to the seal, it creates Kage Bunshin of the encoded person. What you see before you, i.e., I and my wife are in fact Kage Bunshin created by the seal. Our memories shall be added to the seal when we dispel, so we shall remember everything when we are recreated later. Now, since that is out of the way, everyone may return to what they were doing before coming here. Minato explained before using Hiruzen to return to the Namikaze estate with Kushina. Naruto, on the other hand, had decided to meet his team and going to Ichiraku's for a few bowls of ramen.